What a start. My goodness. There we go. Absolutely. Are we live again? Live again? Absolutely incredible. My, oh my. I hope I'm not peeking. That's my number one fear when dealing with audio. What is going on? How you feeling? Are you chasing your dreams? I hope you're chasing your dreams. How's everybody doing? How's everybody doing? Do we have a good one? Oh my goodness. The best. Absolutely. Now it's navigation time, right? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Sound designer. Let's see. Let's see if we can work this well. All right. So is this intelligence with jokes? The news looks like a raccoon broke into the Pentagon. You know, United States, Iran, gas prices, Trump, IRS money drama, Lee 84 2017. Huh, cool. What do you mean by that, buddy? Thank you for the chat. We got a White House ballroom fight. All right. GOP revenge politics. And London erupting in the streets with Nick Shirley. Is it Nick Shirley attending that? I think so. And we got a secret one. Yo, Terry, how you doing, buddy? Happy to have you in the chat. Good to see you. How you doing? How you doing? All right, so you're already smarter than the headlines, right? So make sure you hit like, subscribe, join the channel, drop a super chat. And if you want me to chase the rabbit hole live, the best way to do it is to drop a super chat. Oh, good call, Lee. Good call. Yeah, what's going on with this? Good call, dude. Oh, I think it's talking about like the first time he was there. Very good call. Very good call. Let's see. Maybe you're right, bro. Maybe this is a old Associated Press video. Let's check it out. Talk to us. Talk to us.
No, I think it's a paradigm shift because, as President Trump said, it's G2 now. It's no longer G1. You know, it's no longer G1 world. It's a G2 world, and China has achieved the near peer status, as U.S. National Security Report mentioned. So, if that is the case, then U.S. administration and President Trump and all his colleagues has finally realized, okay, we need to find a way to coexist peacefully with China. Because China can do harms to U.S. as well, you know, like you said, rare earths and many other things.
Well, I mean, I think
absolutely, absolutely. So this video was actually uploaded 1 hour ago, so I'm guessing it's recent. That footage right before the one previously, it was pretty sharp. So, and this is obviously a webcam, and you know the guy's probably streaming off of his phone or computer from like 5 or 6 years ago. So that's the reason the quality is this way, and didn't really dial down his camera settings.
I think the key thing is that there's no expectations of a grand bargain, no expectations of any kind of breakthrough with, you know, all of the challenges that we have in the trade relationship with China. But what we can expect is that with the two leaders meeting, you know, that does give business a sense of confidence. It gives business a sense of optimism that we have an ongoing dialogue and that the two leaders are meeting.
That's right. That's right. And we got some great news about, was it, who's? It's good news for the farmers. We were worried about the farmers. Oh man, where is that farmers video? but it's like millions and millions that are gonna be spent every year for the United States farmers, which is obviously a great deal. All right, we'll get started with this because this is kind of wild. Tyler Oliveira got banned and deported from Israel. What? What for? Let's see. And I'll pull that one up right now for you.
I just got banned from Israel upon arrival and deported back to America for anti-Semitic or anti-Israel content. I flew out of New Jersey on an El Al flight to Tel Aviv on a plane with basically all Jews and had plenty of pleasant conversations and positive interactions on my way there. Believe it or not, a lot of Jews were excited for me to visit their country. Where are we headed, boys? We're headed to Tel Aviv, baby. Are they gonna let me in? Yes, sir. But of course, I was...
Okay, so they're all vibing with them. They're excited to have him there. That's what it looks like, at least, right?
Being tracked the entire time, and photos of me circulated in Jewish WhatsApp groups as I was asleep in the middle seat of the back.
Lee saying, I want to see some semiconductors with a cooling system in our drones without them overheating. What do you mean with your drones? Are the drones overheating? And yeah, sometimes what is it? The VTX can heat up really fast if you don't have a fan on it or if it's super hot. But that's a good idea.
Back of the plane. 12 hours in the middle seat later, I land in Israel and my passport scan says to go find an agent. I'm then brought to the back office where my interrogation begins. I tell him I'm here to enjoy the beaches of Tel Aviv, see some holy sites, and maybe do some street interviews asking some of the world's oldest questions, right? He then asks if I'm here to provoke Jews, if I'm hiding anything, if I'm anti-Semitic. I tell him no, obviously. The agent then goes like, you can just be honest, this is Israel. As if I said, yeah, I'm anti-Semitic, that would somehow go over well upon arriving to Israel. But I tell him no, I'm not. I don't hate anyone, and I don't. He proceeds to watch my videos about the Hasidic Jewish communities in upstate New York and New Jersey, where I examine how they use welfare to afford 7 to 10 kids. I try to explain the nature of the videos, and he eventually tells me to go sit down while they deliberate my fate. About 30 minutes later, he tells me to come back in the room and states that he's spoken to his higher-ups and that I've been denied entry into Israel due to anti-Semitic or anti-Israel content. I'm then handed a paper that I have to sign, which falsely claims that I've attempted to illegally immigrate to Israel.
Oh, that's the problem right there, right? Then they can like kind of charge him as a criminal of some sort.
Which is obviously bullshit, and I assume was done to prevent me from re-entering Israel for as long as legally possible, despite him telling me the real reason was due to anti-Semitic content. In fact, I checked Twitter and see that Israel's Minister of Diaspora and Combating Anti-Semitism is retweeting an Israeli news article that claims Tyler Oliveira, the Jew-hating YouTuber, is expelled from Israeli border on the orders of the Israeli minister. The fuck? He then quotes, I'm proud to have denied entry to Israel today to an unfortunate YouTuber who is using the harassment of Jews as a way to get clout on social media. Furthermore, let this be a lesson to all Jew haters and supporters.
Panzer, how you doing? Good to see you. Sorry, chat. Lee says, from direct energy weapons and militaries, make them overheat. How they take down a lot of U.S. military drones. Very interesting. Yeah, they need to get a better cooling system. That's absolutely accurate. Panzer says Zionists are actually Eastern Europeans, not even real JEWS. Real JEWS are not white like Double B or any other Zionist living in Palestine. There you go. Do you agree or disagree, chat? Yeah, Lee, air intake tube cooling system might fix some grades of energy weapons on our drones. Yeah, and it depends. You know, it would be great if it's not too heavy. Unless weight isn't a big issue, but whenever something's flying through the air, weight is always a huge issue.
Of BDS, whatever that means.
And by the way, we're going live every day of 2026, so make sure you like, subscribe, turn on those notifications, become a member, throw in a super chat if you want.
Now, for a second, imagine if me criticizing welfare use in black communities in America somehow got me banned from countries in Africa.
We got Blue Slime jumping in on the chat saying, I don't know, I think Tyler has gone too extreme and it seems very offensive. There you go. How has he gone too extreme? Just trying to understand your perspective, Blue Slime. In which interview or which situation? What did he say or what did he do to offend you? And where are you from? And what do you think he could have done better? You know, we're always trying to find peace over here and trying to find the right way to interact with each other. So I think it's definitely possible. No, that's cool. You can talk about whatever you want. We got Saeed Winder saying Arabs are Semites. The original Torah was in Aramaic, or in other words, Arabic. Hebrew is a fake language made by mixing the Yiddish text with the Arabic language. The actual JEWS were always Arabs. Oh, there you go. What do you think, chat? Agree or disagree? Thank you for the chat, Saeed.
Or the welfare users in Appalachia somehow got me banned from Europe. This exception only seems to exist when it's regarding Jews. So I tell the agent, man, it's a shame I can't visit the biggest democracy in the Middle East. And he goes, well, maybe you can visit Afghanistan. They confiscate my passport, take me to a brief holding room with a bunch of Filipinos, and then tell me I have a flight out at midnight, which is like 8 hours later. Now, it's clear to me at this point that the unspoken strategy is they want the accusations of anti-Semitism they hurl at people like me to eventually become true, to then justify their very accusations. But the problem is, there is no hatred in my heart, only a resolve to see things as they are. So try to answer this. Why am I, as an American, not allowed to question my fellow Americans who happen to be Jewish and how our collective tax dollars are being spent in America? And why, if my videos happen to involve Jewish people, am I now labeled a Jew-hating anti-Semite, while our greatest ally, Israel, that is the single largest recipient of American foreign aid in our history, then deports me, while their government officials publicly paint a target on my back while I'm still in their country. Adjusting for inflation, U.S. aid to Israel from 1951 to 2022 totaled $317 billion, making it the largest recipient of American foreign aid since World War II. But fun fact, we don't even have a formal mutual defense treaty with Israel. Yes, our greatest ally is not even technically our ally. For perspective, the US has formal mutual defense treaties with all 32 NATO members, Japan, South Korea, Australia, New Zealand, the Philippines, Thailand. And these treaties legally obligate the US to come to their defense if attacked and vice versa. The obligation is a two-way street, but not with Israel. In summary,
interesting, very, very strong statements by Tyler there. My goodness. How accurate are they? And what can be done about that? Is the United States doing the right thing, the wrong thing? That's all very, very touchy situation. What the hell am I doing here? Says very accurate. We got Son of Thor saying kosher privilege makes white privilege look like slavery. We got the best chat in the world, y'all. Make sure you like, subscribe, turn on those notifications. We're going live every day of 2026. Become a member. Throw in a super chat. All right, Blue Slime replied saying, I mean, his videos, titles, and thumbnails are very much not appropriate. Also, the ultra-Orthodox on the phone in this video isn't very nice as well. There's an ultra-Orthodox on the phone? Oh, this one? Where are we at right now? We're at 449. Okay, let's see what this is.
Tells me to come back in the room and states that he's spoken to his higher-ups and
This is offensive to you? Huh. Looks like he's on a radio. I don't know. I don't know. Just looks like a man with wearing a black overcoat, a white t-shirt, black hat, glasses, and a beard. I don't know if this is but I don't know. Like, maybe it's a mean thing, but I don't see anything wrong with this per se. But yeah, I guess if you don't like it, you don't like it. You know, who am I to say you gotta like this? I'm not saying you do. Just kind of trying to figure out what's happening with the recent current events. Terry says Israelis are the strangest looking people with the giant black hat. Oh, never mind. But anyways, that's not from Tyler. But everyone has the right to their own opinions. You know, that's the whole concept of freedom of speech. And you know what they say? Speech is free, but there's consequences. There's always consequences. Just a good thing to think about once in a while, and always try to be a good person. I need to pull this up for y'all, and so I can read all of them because it's only giving me the top chats right now. Sorry, y'all.
and that I've been denied entry into Israel due to anti-Semitic or anti-Israel content. I'm then handed a paper that I have to sign, which falsely claims that I've attempted to illegally...
Yeah, what the says, if we could all agree to disagree. There you go, buddy. All right, and what the says, I watched and fact check this very video. Exactly what is happening. There you go. All right, all right. And we got Saeed jumping in the chat saying, thy greatest threat to the entire global Zionist movement is Imran Khan of Pakistan. In their own words, in the Island Man files. Look him up. Oh, didn't know about that. What did Imran Khan from Pakistan do? Lee says that's a State Department visa issued to be handled by the State Department. Anand Danu says, why does your stream look so cinematic? Thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate it. I go over like my whole stream setup and all that type of stuff with my members. So if you ever want to create your own stream or do any type of video content or photo content, I take requests and answer those questions. So if you have like any camera questions or lighting questions or audio questions, I do my best to help people create the best content. You know, sometimes I get audio questions about my audio interface or the microphones I use, and then I kind of just go over those things. Like right now I'm using the F8N Pro by Zoom. It's probably going to be changing soon. And I'm using the RE20 by Electro Voice. And just going through a few different things, and always trying to bring the highest quality and also teach people what I know, so you can also create the highest quality and have as much fun as possible. So if you want, make sure you like, subscribe, turn on those notifications, become a member, throw in a super chat if you want. And I appreciate the compliment, buddy. This guy went to the chit party in India. I don't even know what the chit party is. All right, that's cool, bro.
Legally immigrate to Israel, which is obviously bullshit, and I assume was done to prevent me from re-entering Israel for as long as legally possible, despite...
Wild. Damage. How you doing, buddy? How you doing? Good to see you in the chat. How are you, Mandy?
Despite him telling me the real reason was due to anti-Semitic content. In fact, I checked Twitter and see that Israel's Minister of Diaspora and Combating Anti-Semitism is retweeting an Israeli news article that claims Tyler
Oh, we got that part already. 429.
Formal mutual defense treaties with all 32 NATO members, Japan, South Korea, Australia, New Zealand, the Philippines, Thailand. And these treaties legally obligate the US to come to their defense if attacked and vice versa. The obligation is a two-way street, but not with Israel. In summary, we've given Israel over $300 billion in cumulative aid. We vote UN resolutions to shield them from international law all the time. We provide them with the most advanced weapons on Earth. And
my, oh my. My, oh my. I guess maybe they don't appreciate the type of journalism he's bringing to the internet. So we got an update with Imran Khan. Former Pakistani Prime Minister Imran Khan has maintained a firm stance that Pakistan will never recognize Israel until a just and independent Palestinian state is established. A just and independent Palestinian state is established. There you go. Is that fair? Unfair? What do you think, chat? He explicitly rejected normalization efforts following the 2020 Abraham Accords, stating that doing so would undermine Pakistan's moral standing regarding Kashmir and violate the foundational principles set by the country's founder. Yeah, that's a... That's a big one right there for Pakistan, I guess, you know. Wasn't Pakistan the neutrals between the Israel, US, and Iran thing? Saudi Arabia, UAE, Kuwait, and Qatar attempted to maintain neutrality. Or the negotiators. I think that's what it was.
And American troops die in conflicts to uphold Israeli interests, all without a formal obligation for Israel to defend the U.S.
Syed saying he's serving over 1,000 days in jail now for resisting the U.S. regime change in Pakistan. There you go. Pyramid, how you doing, buddy? How you doing? Yeah, that's wild. Yeah. Yo, how you doing, Todd? Cheers from Twitch, buddy.
No treaty, no legitimate alliance, no defense commitment. So they'll take our money, they'll let our soldiers die to eliminate existential threats to Israel, but I'm the second coming of Hitler if I get on a plane to visit the country that's the largest recipient of foreign aid that my tax dollars go towards. I get deported and called a Jew hater by Israeli officials for what? Looking for the truth? Is that illegal in Israel, the biggest democracy in the Middle East? I've refrained from exploring this topic to the degree in which it deserves because I wanted to first report on important topics, boots on the ground in Israel, before I was inevitably banned. But now...
There you go.
Now, there's nothing to lose. I'm effectively perma-banned from entering. I think it's time we examine how a small country of about 10 million people seemingly exert more control of American foreign policy than any other country on Earth.
You know, if he's getting banned from the country, I guess just don't go into that country. I don't know. But I guess maybe he has like activist intentions, or, you know, he's trying to do something, that's for sure. Yeah. Saeed says Israel should simply be disbanded and the land returned to Palestine, and all Europeans should leave. That is it. What do you think, chat? Agree or disagree? Oh, we got Terry jumping in about Imran Khan saying Imran Khan was set up. Former Pakistan Prime Minister Imran Khan has been incarcerated since August 2023 on multiple corruption and criminal charges. Yeah, there you go, man. Can't be doing corruption or criminal. Lee says he didn't request a press pass. Yeah, bro, what's going on, dude? Mandy's bringing up a point saying, okay, so should Australia be disbanded because Israel was made the same way Australia was made? Do you agree or disagree with that? How so? Can you expand on that, Mandy? Would like to know more about that. Todd says, impossible. Impossible. It's about practicality. Nothing to do with agree or disagree. Yo, One Love, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you. Todd jumping in on the chat saying Australia was a prison colony. Terry saying Khan is an honest man. He was set up. That's the worst, man. When an honest person is set up, that's just like, that just hurts, because you want the goodness in the world to win and to survive. You know, that's the whole thing. Max DeVille. All right, I hear you. What are the questions and what are the answers? Give me an ideal poll. Whether people support or don't support Israel in which way, or what are you thinking? Manny says the English went to an island and just started putting their people there. Let's see. Australia was established as a unified nation through federation on January 1st, 1901, when 6 separate British colonies united to form the Commonwealth of Australia. Colonial foundations. Before 1901, Australia consisted of 6 distinct British colonies: New South Wales, Victoria, Queensland, South Australia, Western Australia, and Tasmania, each with its own government, laws, and defence forces. These colonies operated largely independently but faced logistical and economic challenges such as incompatible railway gauges and trade tariffs, which motivated the push for political unity. The federation process. The movement toward federation gained momentum in the late 19th century, driven by concerns over national defence and desires for improved economic cooperation following. Okay, it's not talking about. Okay, establishment. Establishment as a nation on January 1st, 1901. The Constitution came into effect, officially creating the Commonwealth of Australia. This process established a federal parliamentary democracy where the former colonies retained their own state government but ceded certain powers to a new national parliament. Okay, they're not really talking about how it got started there. Damage says, no way we should disband Israel. There you go. Blue Slime, thank you, buddy, saying you are better at being politically natural than California K-12 teachers. One Love says, sad what they did to the Tasmanians. Yeah. All right, let's see if that one works. The first people to go to Australia from England were convicts, Marines, and their families, comprising the First Fleet, which arrived in January 1788. Led by Captain Arthur Phillip, this fleet of 11 ships departed Portsmouth in May 1787 to establish a penal colony, alleviating overcrowding in British prisons. The group included 736 convicts, mostly English and Irish, 211 Marine Guards, and roughly 300 officers and crew, totaling 1,500 people. Arrival of the fleet reached Botany Bay but moved to Sydney. Foundation of the colony was officially established, marking the beginning of permanent British settlement. Preceding European contact, while the first fleet were the first British settlers, the first documented European landing was by the Dutch navigator William Janssen. All right, so say for instance, what do you think, chap? If Israel gives Palestine back to Palestine, should Australia give Australia back to the original Australians who were in Australia before 1788? Before 1788, Australia was inhabited exclusively by Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander peoples who had lived on the continent for approximately 60,000 years. So they also sent prisoners to Barbados in the 1700s. There you go. Yo, Dimmadog. Yeah, jump on YouTube and send a super chat, and I'll try to help you with that one. Oh, by the way, we got Veronica's friend right here. Let's see what she has to say. Right next to POTUS. Oh, POTUS.
Did anyone drop a super chat or become member yet? Please support this channel, drop a super chat, and become a member.
Todd in Minnesota says, do you have Twitch chat restream on YouTube, or is it just YouTube that chat restream on Twitch? In other words, can YouTubers see Twitch comments? Yeah, so everyone, YouTubers, can you see Todd in Minnesota? I think they can. Yeah, everyone can see your comments, buddy. So you're free to communicate with people. Free to communicate. There you go. So allegedly, Ukraine's getting even better with the drone front, hurting Moscow, hurting Putin. Yeah, there you go. See, damage can see ya. Yeah, we're all just you know, trying to make the best chat in the world, and then we got to get rid of these bots. Let's see what's happening with Ukraine while I get rid of these bots. Oh, that's a big one. CTG says, is Zionism going to be relocated to the Jewish Autonomous Oblast? Dude, if I even knew what that is. What is that? That's something bad. The Jewish Autonomous Oblast, JAO, is a federal subject of Russia in the far east of the country, bordering Krai and Amur Oblast in Russia. Well, yeah, I guess if that's where they're from originally, right? I don't know. You never know. What was Trump doing? He was showing respect to a wall, I think. I think that's what he was doing. N.I. Agro, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you. How was vacation, man? How was vacation? Any highlights? Man, Moscow. Goodness gracious, where's Moscow in the map? In relation to Ukraine, is that pretty far? a 16-hour drive from the center of Ukraine. So that's 8 hours. 8 hours. So maybe an 8-hour drive, I guess. There you go. Yeah, Russia's huge, actually. Never mind. So, yeah, Moscow's on the west side of Russia. Almost southwest, but mid-southwest, I guess you would say it. But yeah, that's a pretty big distance. How they got there, that's wild. And also, more importantly, how can we find peace? Yo, CTG, thank you so much, buddy. Trying to have good music over here. They hit a nuclear power plant. That's wild. Lee, no, wait, hold on. Who said that? Oh, Todd says the wall is part of the original temple. There you go. Oh, we got a super chat from One Love. Oh my gosh. W's in the chat saying morning coffee. Salute. One Love is the best. Just the absolute best. W's in the chat for One Love. Veronica, come over here. Tell One Love how much you love him.
Thank you for your support. I love you. Wishing you and your family the best.
There you go. Veronica loves you, buddy. You're the best, man. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Hopefully you have the best morning coffee and an amazing day. There you go, buddy. Amazing. Yeah, Veronica's 100. Everybody, y'all gotta show your love to One Love because he just brought Veronica out for all of you. Good question, Todd. Good question. Next time she comes out, we gotta ask her why is she ripping those papers. I think she just doesn't want to follow the script. She just wants to say what she wants and then get down and do her push-ups, you know? She's more of an active person, not too much a paper person. There you go, CTG having some pushback saying, how could that be the original temple if the Bible claimed that it was totally destroyed? More importantly, does the Talmudic mythology prevail? Good question. Do you agree, Chad? Do you agree? Todd saying, wearing white while working out is not recommended. There you go. Yeah, Veronica, did you hear that? Todd is not approving your exercise outfit. I could be wrong, but it just seems like all of this is such a waste, man. All this war and everything, like, yeah, there's these companies that are making a lot of money and a lot of profit off of, you know, extinguishing souls and stuff. But man, do you actually need that money? Like, what about just finding peace, man? Working on peace instead. I don't know, it's just sad to me, man. It's sad to me. And the Lord sees all this stuff too, you know. there we go. We got Maury Ben M. Thank you for the chat, buddy. Saying people in power do not stay in power or make money in peace. Yeah, you're right. As of now, but they could in the future. They definitely could. And also, what do they need that much money for? Like, once you start doing those things that are, you know, a lot of these wars do not even need to happen. You know, sure, some conflicts happen once in a while, but I think from what I've been researching and what I've been learning from the chat, the large majority of these wars don't need to happen. And there's ulterior motives happening. I don't know if it was Terry or somebody else, but it was a vet from SE Asia, Southeast Asia, saying during the Vietnam situation, they had civilian airplanes with CIA doing some weird things from Laos to Vietnam, and it's so weird, you know, a bunch of these side projects that we don't even hear about, that, you know, we don't see them on the news, but we hear it from boots on the ground. Yeah. One Love says money. It's just the tool used to control the narrative. Absolutely. And the thing is, like, that's the reason truth is so important. Because once you understand the truth, you can kind of navigate life and then think a little bit more clearer, I guess, and kind of understand, like, the real reason these things are happening. Lee84 says they have private blackmailers, you think, through oil companies that are non-military groups causing those wars. I don't know, like Island Man, maybe one of those types of things. Yeah, One Love says it's about control, hence the data centers. Yeah, I've been hearing some bad things about those data centers. Oh buddy. Yeah, I think I need to do some thinking and develop some of that stuff before I just start splurging out, saying things that may or may not be accurate. Oh, Syed Winder jumping on the chat. I don't know if Mandy's gonna like that one, buddy. Saying Australia has not been committing war crimes for its entire history. Oh my God, dude. Israel has never stopped committing war crimes. Simple reason for it to not exist. Oh my God. All of ISIS is actually just Mossad. And now we all know it. Mossad bases all over Iraq, Syria, Iran, Afghanistan. Exempli gratia. That's heavy, bro. Adam Lorden saying, do I know Jesse Lee Peterson? Should I know Jesse Lee Peterson? Maybe by face. I don't know if I know it by name. One Love saying the amount of water that is needed to run the data centers is insane. Yeah, and the water quality goes down pretty heavy. You know, not too good. Oh, thank you, Adam. I'll check him out. Yeah, dude, I know that guy. That's a funny dude. The African dude. That guy's funny, man. He's a funny guy. Lee saying the U.S. military budgets is replacement of equipment and payroll and repairs. That's why the U.S. military defense program is always trying to sell old equipment. They don't like using it. Hugh, how you doing, buddy? We've all been crying. We haven't seen you, buddy, in a long time. Goodness gracious. Good to see you, buddy. Yeah, Maury Ben M says, oh, don't go down the tech rabbit hole. If you look at all of the biggest tech companies, the tech is military tech. Google equals internet, Facebook equals surveillance. It's a deep, deep rabbit hole. There you go. Rabbits get exhausted getting out of that rabbit hole. Todd jumping in the chat saying DARPA created the internet. Man. Define DARPA and its use. DARPA, the Defense Advanced Research Projects Agency, is a research and development agency of the United States Department of Defense responsible for the development of emerging technologies for military use establishments. Established in 1958 by President Dwight D. Eisenhower in response to the Soviet Union launch of Sputnik, its primary mission is to prevent technological surprise for the U.S. and to create technological advances over potential adversaries. High-risk innovation, technological development, civilian impact, collaborative research. There you go. With universities, industry partners, and government laboratories, rather than operating its own large research facilities. Yeah, DARPA. Sounds like it. Sounds like it. That's a beautiful shot, beautiful sunset, but it seems like something bad's gonna happen. Maybe not. Oh, way back there. Way back there. Okay, so how are they getting these drones here and how are they launching them over here? I guess these are like very, very long distance drones. A Russian LPG filling station suffered a catastrophic explosion in the city of Pyatigorsk. All right, NI Agro, have fun, buddy. Good to see you. I heard about that. I heard that's so interesting. Saeed says, look at how, destruction of all the radars made rainfall all over the Mid-East. That's wild, dude. If that's true, like if they have like a video or data about it, that's wild. Okay, allegedly that's a conspiracy theory that has been debunked by scientists and fact checkers. While Iran did destroy several military radar installations, including THAAD and early warning systems during a recent 50-day conflict, these are missile defense systems, not weather control devices. Allegedly. A scientific explanation for the rainfall: natural climate patterns, climate change impact. I think climate change has been... Okay, don't need to get involved in that one, right? Geographic factors. Dry, semi-arid soil in West Asia cannot absorb water quickly, leading to flash flooding and rapid runoff during heavy storms. All right, so debunking the weather control claims: radar limitations, cloud seeding misconceptions. While the UAE uses cloud seeding to enhance local rainfall, this technique is limited to local and unpredictable. So sometimes it works, it doesn't. It cannot steal rain from one country or redirect storms across borders. The HARP myth. Claims involving HAARP are false. The facility that studies the ionosphere, upper atmosphere, not the troposphere, where weather systems form. It's weird, that whole HARP thing. I think there's people that like actually worked on that project who are allegedly whistleblowers, but how do you know that what they're saying is factual? Because if what they're saying is factual, then that means that what the internet is telling you is not factual. So it's always good to try to be unbiased, you know, and try to develop your own smart answers to these questions and try to live the best life possible. And by the way, we're going live every day of 2026. Make sure you like, subscribe, turn on those notifications, become a member, throw in a super chat if you want. One Love saying everything is about surveillance. The FLOCK cameras now have crotch view. Seriously, it takes a video of your pelvic area while you're in your car. What's that for? What do they have that for? But yeah, surveillance is wild. Like I heard stories about people like what 3 or 4 years ago talking on the phone and then asking about like that person, but that person's like family members and this and that, and like saying things that only that person would know about distant family members, like second cousins, third cousins, fourth cousins, fifth cousin, whatever, like way down the line, people that person hasn't talked to in like 20 years or whatever, and just getting like this weird information just from a phone call. And it wasn't like a government person, it was just like a civilian person that person just met like that day or the day before. So yeah, it's wild what type of information is out there. Yo, that guy, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you. Allegedly. So not allegedly to see you, but allegedly what I just said before. Good, but very good to see you. Todd says to know what to think requires to know how to think. Absolutely. Can you enlighten the chat to let us know how to think? Like what would be like the ideal steps to take, like the scientific method to proper thinking? Thank you for the chat. One Love says, I did post about the radar last week. The jab was also said to be debunked. Now Rauchi is going to be investigated. Maybe Fauci. I think you're getting, or Rauchi, whatever it is. Todd says it's like the used car salesman telling you some lie and you're looking at the itemized report and he just ignores you and starts talking to other people. Yeah. That shady car salesman technique, that slimy dude, right? Saeed says it's simple science. Radars are just giant directional microwaves. Microwaves boil moisture in the air. It's basic, easily understood science. Sounds like physics right there, buddy. There you go. Oh, we got first-hand experience. Saeed says radar tech can explain the change in weather worldwide. Exempli gratia, the border between Pakistan and India is the most highly radar covered area, and since they were installed, we have had major droughts. Yeah, droughts is not good. Not good. There you go, Todd. You're getting some W's in the chat, bro. Yeah. Yep. There you go, Todd. Lee saying your algorithm placement is under free videos on YouTube with ads current, just so you are aware. Oh, Lee 84, thank you for telling me that. What do you think it should be on? Free videos? I hope it's free. I hope the videos are free. I don't know. Please let me know what you think would be better, Lee. All right, One Love. or hue. Okay. All right, Chad, this is really important. And, you know, we talk about important things once in a while. And it's extremely important to have fun. It's extremely important to have fun. And sometimes you miss a shot in billiards. And I just got to pause this video because we got to shake it up once in a while. So if you're ruining your shot in billiards, this is one of the best ways to do it, allegedly. And yeah, don't read the meme. It's inappropriate. It's not relevant. I'm just saying, if you need to hit that stripe ball into that side pocket, this is one of the ways you can do it. And people don't tell you this because usually you're not allowed teammates, but it's very important that you know how to have fun once in a while. Okay, let's see. I got something. That's right. Don't forget to like the stream, y'all. Oh, placement category. It's supposed to be under like politics and so I don't know. Tony says, yeah, thank you, buddy. Tony plays billiards right there, bro. For auto command setting that you set up for searches and keywords. Might make it easier if you put a hand on that cushion. That's right, bro. That is right. Man, FPV, wild. I'm not a robot, bro. All right, so U.S. patent 4,686,000. All right, you know the number. High frequency active auroral research program, also known as HARP, titled Method and Apparatus for Altering a Region in the Earth's Atmosphere, Ionosphere, and or Magnetosphere, invented by Dr. Bernard J. Easterlund and assigned to Advanced Power Technologies, APTI. This patent describes capabilities such as lifting atmospheric portions, altering wind patterns. All right, so you're altering wind patterns right there, bro. Allegedly. And then generating acoustic or gravitational waves. Gravitational waves? What? Okay. Creation of artificial ionization clouds above the Earth. If you can create artificial ionization clouds above the Earth, you're definitely affecting the weather, right? Or I could be wrong. I'm assuming here, allegedly. Method and apparatus for creating an artificial electron cyclotron heating region of plasma. Gnarly. Ground global tomography using modulation of the ionospheric electrojets. Didn't someone blame the tsunami in the Atlantic Ocean on this situation here? On this tool, I guess you would call it. Artificial ionospheric mirror composed of a plasma layer which can be tilted. While these patents describe theoretical mechanisms for atmospheric alteration, HAARP is not patented by the U.S. government, and the Eastland patents have expired. Scientific consensus and fact checks indicate that HAARP's actual capabilities are limited to studying the ionosphere for communications research and do not support claims of large-scale weather control or earthquake generation. Yeah, they don't support claims. They don't deny the claims. They just don't support the claims, right, of large-scale weather control. But they're not denying the claims. And according to their patent, they have some gnarly capabilities. W's in the chat for Hugh for asking us to check this out. We got the best chat in the world. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, turn on those notifications, become a member, throw in the super chat if you want. Let's have some fun. Let's learn a little bit. It's like some thermal camera goodness right there. There it is. Found it. All right. So China to buy 17 billion of U.S. farm goods each year. Good news. Oops, wrong one.
China has committed to buy at least $17 billion of US farm goods each year from 2020.
One Love saying that Pat was originally Nikola Tesla's. It was stolen by JP Morgan. Yeah. No, bro, I don't know. Whatever. Do what you want. Oh, there you go. We got a peacemaker in the chat. Maury Bin M says, I want to create a company where if two countries want to go to war, instead of all the lives lost and ruined, you would put the two leaders in a UFC ring and only one walks out. Yeah, let's see how many wars will happen then when the people who are calling the shots decide, you know what, I got to block these punches and I got to throw these fists and knees and kicks and elbows, and there you go. There you go. Oh, those are the Ukrainian bullet drones, yeah. Yeah, Claire, we're going to cover that. There you go. How was that? Claire, were you there? Were you there in person? Lee84 says, Verado command setting that you set up for searches and keywords. Okay. And what would you recommend I do, Lee84? If you would be so kind to help me. Oh. Okay. Yeah, if you have a recommendation, you can let me know, Lee. Appreciate it. Ashley J says, the world will be run by UFC fighters. All presidents will become MMA fighters. There you go. Instead of press conferences, you'll just watch these presidents chatting and talking about submitting each other and fighting, and who's going to get the fight of the night, the purse, the bonus, and yeah, not a bad idea. Not a bad idea. There'd definitely be less wars, right? Yeah. I don't know. Such a tough one. Oh, and we got another update. This is from Todd. So Todd said, to think you must use the trivium and the quadrivium. Got it. I will use the trivium and quadrivium. There you go. So what is a trivium? Grammar. What are the facts, definitions, words, and evidence? You got logic. What follows, what contradicts, what assumptions are hidden. And we have rhetoric, used often by politicians. How should it be expressed persuasively, clearly? and powerfully. And we have the quadrivium, arithmetic. What are the numbers, ratios, counts, money, dates? Then we have geometry. What is the structure, layout, map, pattern, and design? Then we have music. What is the rhythm, harmony, emotional movement, timing? And we have astronomy. What is the big picture order, cycles, timing, destiny level view? I could be wrong, but I think that's a pretty good little synopsis of the trivium and quadrivium. How'd I do, Todd? Is that all right?
26 to 2028.
And by the way, we're going live every day of 2026. So make sure you like, subscribe, turn on those notifications, become a member, throw in a super chat if you want. And we got MAGA versus Septum, bro. Let's see what happens. Who would foul more, MAGA or Septums?
8. That's according to a fact sheet released by the White House on Sunday. It says the commitment was made during Donald Trump's visit to Beijing last week. The White House says the headline figure is on top of other pledges made by China last year. US agricultural exports to the country have dropped sharply following the tit-for-tat on tariffs in 2025. Official data show shipments dropped by around 2/3 to 8.4 billion.
That's a good one, Todd. Todd says you could liken the trivium to a computer. Input, processing, output. Yeah, you hear something, you process it, and then you respond, reply, or create an action to react to the situation or the words.
$1 billion over that year. And that follows existing moves by Beijing to reduce its reliance on US produce since Trump's first term.
And the quadrivium gives context. Very cool. Freedom starts in the mind. There we go, bro. W's in the chat for Todd. Happy to see you here, buddy. Make sure you subscribe so we can get more action from you, Todd. Appreciate it, brother. Who still says tit for tat? Seems like I gotta throw something in here. Wendy saying, how can you cater for 4 billion people? That's a great question. Does anyone in the chat have an answer? And also, if I might add, Wendy, I think you can cater to 4 billion people by figuring out how they can help themselves and how they can help people around them. So if they're self-sufficient, they can help themselves. And, you know, if they got a little extra time or energy, they can help someone around them. Just think about how effective and efficient people would be. Ooh, heard a gnarly one. Super gnarly one. Have you guys seen these things before? These are like the pyramids in Giza. Giza. So allegedly, in the civilization before the flood of Noah's Ark, these pyramids were built by like complete artisans. Like, where, imagine like who's the biggest celebrity? Like, say you're into singing and, you know, what's that? America's Got Talent or whatever is like the biggest show. Like, if you're the best singer, you go on that show. So basically take that concept, but for brickwork and for architecture and those types of things. So only the best of the best would get to work on these pyramids. And they were so honored. They didn't do it for money. They just wanted to be a part of building something so amazing. And these pyramids had multiple uses, allegedly. And it's fascinating. I'm learning quite a bit from some may say like an expert dude, and then also about the alien situation with UFOs and graphene, not graphite, but graphene. And the inside of the UFOs are allegedly like a honeycomb shape, but this graphene is so thin, like razor blade thin, and it's wild stuff. And it's almost like Bluetooth, how Bluetooth works, but Bluetooth for your mind to operate this UFO, allegedly. And I don't know how accurate it is, but it's a very wild, and kind of like how you see like one magnet, how it attracts to the other magnet, but if you flip it around, it kind of moves it away. There's like this type of energy within that UFO, which is so wild. And all of this technology, if you think about like how strong and how important our phones are now compared to like 15 years ago, like we did not have computers that can do what our phones can do now. It's just absolutely wild. Absolutely wild. But anyways, it was just so fascinating to see that. Yeah, I don't know how I got on that tangent with these Giza pyramids, but I just want to share that with you.
In 2024, it sourced roughly 20% of its soybeans from...
One Love saying GMO and 3D printed food. That's so bad. So bad. I'm so against that. Yo, User TT, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you. User TT says it's all reverse engineering. Yeah, reverse engineering is great.
From America, down from over 40% in 20...
Yeah, those brick phones, bro. But that worries me. I think Double B went to like Israel, and Israel was making like fake meat, and I was looking at it and I was like, oh my god. And then I think Double B like ate part of that meat, and then didn't he just go to the hospital like 3 months after that or 2 months after that? That's so weird. But anyways, I digress. Just making assumptions and saying allegedly quite often.
2016. Now the White House says China will work with US regulators to...
Lee84 says jet pilots can see through jets with the helms to see all around the aircraft in some US Air Force jets.
Lift its...
Helm of a jet. What is that, the nose or something? Helmet? Helm of a jet refers to either jet boat steering controls. Okay. Fighter pilot flight helmets. So maybe the helmet or through the steering controls. Oh, the helmets. Oh, nice, dude. Nice. Todd saying 3D printed. Ooh. Can't say that word. Anyways.
Suspension of beef imports and resume buying of poultry from states deemed free of avian influenza. Washington also confirmed that the two nations would set up new boards to oversee bilateral trade and investment. In a statement last week, Beijing said the boards would resolve concerns over market access and seek...
Wendy saying 90% of meat from Australia to China is watered down. Are you talking about how they like inject water into chickens and stuff like that? That stuff is so bad. Honeycomb like the Saturn cube.
Seek to expand...
Saturn cube. Maybe. I think it's more like a bee's, like how a bee, a beehive is. The way I understood it, it's kind of like this beehive stuff, but it's made out of graphene, not graphite, graphene. Oh, Bill Gates, yeah. What a wonder to this world. How many good things is he doing for the world and for Africa? Yeah, bruh. Todd saying that is the structure of the atoms. There we go.
And trade on the basis of reciprocal tariff reductions.
BOOB also means fool. All right. Where does that mean that?
Thank you for your support. I love you. Wishing
Veronica loves you. Veronica loves you. Here we go. This is the reason it's so important to have good friends in your life. This is another very, very serious video. I may or may not be using sarcasm. Can you guys see the left side of your screen?
¿no? No sé. A ver, arráncala.
You want to hear an interesting coincidence?
So if the engine cannot kick out the exhaust, then his bike turns off. So his buddy's just like effing with him, just pissing him off for no reason, bro. Buddy's having fun. He's having fun. But, you know, not really doing anything super evil. But bikes are dangerous. Very, very dangerous. I would not recommend anyone to get a bike. I've ridden them. They're fun, but so dangerous.
You want to hear an interesting...
Tucker getting close to Curacao. All right.
Coincidence, I'm sure it's just a coincidence, but on 9/11, on the actual day, September 11th, there were 4 planes. 2 hit the World Trade Centers, 1 hits the Pentagon. The 4th, which was late, Flight 93, wound up crashing in Shanksville, Pennsylvania. We know that the vice president gave an order to shoot that plane down. Understand.
All right. You say take that plane down. You better be accurate, buddy. That's your job. Just do it, right?
I believe, by the way, I believed it was headed into Washington, which I think it was. Yes. 4 American fighter jets were scrambled from D.C., chased that plane, and the story was, their explanation was, we didn't get there in time.
Didn't get there in time, bro. You're not paying for gas, dude. You're not hypermiling in a Prius. Get there. Do your job. Come on.
And the plane was brought down instead by Todd Beamer and the other passengers. Of the pilots of those 4 fighter jets, they were National Guard pilots. 2 became generals. Wow.
Oh, they can do their job, but they become generals? This is allegedly, and I'm just rage baiting right now, bro. Rage baiting hard. You know, I love the United States, and I support the United States. And I love every country. I love everyone, but you gotta rage bait a little bit. DEI, bro? Or is this, come on, dude. You're gonna turn that dude into a general for not doing his job? Good idea. Great idea. Great idea. We have something called the DMV in California. Maybe they could get a job. No, I'm not gonna say that, bro. Come on, dude.
Oh, and one of them is
maybe they can get a job at the DMV.
Dan Kane.
I did not know that.
Yeah, it's
Dan Kane. Don't get the job done, you get promoted to general, bro.
not widely known, but it's a fact. What are the odds of that?
Not good.
I don't know anything beyond what I just said, but I just think that's such an interesting fact.
Oh, is Matt still in chat? Let's see if Matt's in the chat. No, Todd, I meant to say. Todd, W for Tucker Carlson or L for Tucker Carlson in regards to quadrivium and trivium. Curious. Oh, did I mishear it? There you go. You just witnessed me making a fool of myself. I am not listening good enough. Is that what happened?
On 9/11, on the actual...
And if you guys don't roast me, I'm going to roast myself. Because we got this for when people get roasted. And we got this for whenever you become a goat in the chat. You like his giggle? Yeah, he's funny.
day, September 11th, there were 4 planes. 2 hit the World Trade Centers, 1 hits the Pentagon. The 4th, which
Plus, Bush Jr. was reading a book upside down. He was got the gaslight, bro. Oh my gosh.
was late, Flight 93, wound up crashing in Shanksville, Pennsylvania. We know that the vice president gave an order to shoot that plane down, understandably.
Gave an order to shoot that plane down, right?
An order to shoot that plane down, understandably, by the way. Up crashing in Shanksville, Pennsylvania. We know that the vice president gave an order to shoot that plane down, understandably, by the way. Believed it was headed into Washington, which I think it was.
Yeah, dude, that guy's getting foot rubs in the same foot rub shop as that other guy and going golfing and all that type of stuff. You know, I try to look at Tucker in like a biased way, a very, very biased way, and then also an unbiased way. And then I tried to check the validity of his arguments. And once I did that 6 days ago on the stream, I was like, man, he's got some hard, impressive, like very impressive arguments, you know. And I was told today that he's controlled opposition. Is that true? I have no idea, but always good to question. Always good to question. All right, let's see something inspiring, man. Come on, dude. Make us happy.
What are we looking at with this now?
This is the world's only retractable shelter. So flip down your suspension lock. Locks your
when I saw this, I was like, what is this, dude? You got some silverback gorilla on this thing?
suspension out of the way, get your snow door down.
Snow door?
Give her a pull out on rail.
Former DIA agent. How you doing, buddy?
Your rear door.
Dude, what is this guy doing over here? This is so weird. So weird. But let's see it. It's got to be cool. It's got to be cool.
Power's down. Got up in your room, creating a snow block.
Step inside that for me once, Bill. I want to see how big this is. This fits in the back of a UTV, so 2 people can comfortably fit inside this as an ice fishing house or on a job site for your tools.
Anything you want to imagine we can do. Then just get
Yeah, it does look like a food truck for sure.
seconds. You got it basically retracted all the way back up to a whole hop or the
Yeah, so you can have tools in there. You can have food. You can have, if you're into like ice fishing, you know, you can do that ice fishing. Yeah, telescopic van. Dude, super cool idea, right? You get privacy. Stay warmer than you would. The door looks cheap. Yeah, and the door goes up a little bit too. I think it's all aluminum.
The next job site lifts itself up. Right in the same foot.
How much do you guys think it costs? Yeah, you could have like 12 contortionists in there, bro.
And this weighs
10K.
600 pounds.
1,000, 10,000.
Bill,
600 pounds. Up your door. Get your suspension lock up. Locks out of place. And you're
User TC says aluminum and coal doesn't go together. I don't know that, bro. Does it not? It just probably cracks or something.
full hop.
Okay, what is this called and where do guys find this at, Bill?
Silverback Pro and silverbackpro.com.
Silverbackpro.com. 600 pounds, and you're making these now?
Yes, we are.
Price point is?
$11,000.
Oh, dude. Todd and Hugh, $100 off, bro. Such a good guess. Oh, and former DIA agent. There you go. All three of you guys are right on point. Dude, we got the smartest chat in the world. There you go. Yeah, Veronica, one love can live with you. Go on and get it. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, turn on those notifications, become a member, throw in a super chat if you want, and become a member. Yeah, throw in a super chat or become a member so Veronica can come out and say thank you, and one love can see his Veronica again. There you go. Nope, aluminum brings in cold. All right, good to know. Yeah, a grid bed in the back is a great idea. He said $11,000, right? Let's see.
Backpro.com, 600 pounds, and you're making these now?
Yes, we are.
Price point is?
$11,000.
$11,000.
Thank you, sir.
I think it's not that bad if you need it, you know, like, yeah. Yeah. And, you know, I always like to see these cool new inventions. It's really cool. This guy is just giving
Iran made a video
giving it to the Israeli crowd, man. Yeah, bro, you're $100 off. That's really good. Yeah, I'm glad you guys like that. Oh, Les Paul says 7,000. There you go. Les Paul, if you don't see a red dot, that means you're not live. So you're getting like a little lag. If you want to go live, you should click live and then you're going to be right on with us. So everything is right on.
about Charlie Kirk. I didn't
Neon lights make it worth the money.
even know that was in their wheelhouse. It was literally a video. You have this Iranian general just sitting in a chair with his face blurred. He's speaking in English, which means it's to me, okay? But he has an Iranian accent. I know it's an Iranian accent because I lived in LA for 10 years. Like, let me tell you about a Charlie Kirk. I'm like, what do you got for me, General? And he's like, did you know Charlie Kirk was killed by your government? I was like, yes, I did know that. I did actually. He's like, well, while we were hacking Cash Patel for funsies, we got into your FBI's mainframe, no big deal. Apparently the password's Valhalla123. And we found documents that revealed that your government plotted the murder of Charlie Kirk and it didn't go according to plan. What? Our government botched an assassination attempt? We would never. He says, well, did you know Charlie Kirk was not killed by a bullet. He was killed by an explosive device planted into his microphone that was clipped to his shirt. I know.
If you see several red dots in your chest, do not move. I don't know. I think natural reactions. Start moving, man. Get free. Be free. Don't get injured, bro.
Mind blown. Better choice of words? Sure. I'm sure a lot of people are asking, what? Who could even plant an explosive device in a small piece of technology and detonate it remotely? Who would do that? But it's a thing, and it is real. And it is real. And it is real. And it is real.
And it is real. A former DIA agent says that actually happened to me in Iraq. Oh my goodness. You doing all right? Were you wearing some Kevlar? What happened there, buddy? And thank you for serving. Thank you for serving, man.
And it is real. And it's Israel. They did it with pagers in Lebanon. By the way, where did we get this? Trevor?
Todd just called that, bro, right before the community said it.
Best Buy? What is it? Tel Aviv Tech? Okay. He said the device was supposed to explode downward into Charlie's chest cavity to make it seem like a clean gunshot wound to the chest. So we would all be like, oh my God, he was shot. And they'd thumbs up the fake Tyler on the roof. Be like, good job, buddy. We'll see.
This guy's lying. Everything he's saying is a lie, right? Allegedly.
In Valhalla. But it didn't go according to plan because the device misfired. Like, where have I heard that before? And a piece of shrapnel shot through Charlie's neck and it came out the place that we were supposed to see the bullet going in. Now, this was the part that he said that blew. Okay, this was the part.
W's in the chat for Hugh, bro. Perfect time to use that emoji, brother.
He said that really opened my eyes. He said because it misfired and because it exploded in all sorts of which ways, a bunch of pieces of shrapnel flew everywhere and a lot of them went down and lodged themselves deep into the concrete where Charlie Kirk was speaking. And this is why the
absolutely not true, bro.
Next day, a bunch of people came to repave the entire area. So Charlie Kirk.
That part's heavy, bro. I can't, like, as a stand-up comedian, bro, this guy just going after it.
Everywhere, and a lot of them went down and lodged themselves deep into the concrete where Charlie Kirk was speaking. And this is why the next day, a bunch of people came to repave the entire area. So Charlie Kirk is shot, and the next morning, a bunch of random guys from God knows where in Israel come and start repaving the entire asphalt. It's like you could have chose a better time to do that. This is literally the weirdest, most eerie part of the Charlie Kirk case, aside from Erica. It is the second strangest part about the case. Like if you were watching a crime drama like CSI Orem, and somebody gets shot, and then like moments later, like, oh, nothing to see here. We're just repaving the whole area. That would be like a 10-part series where they're
Is Erica Kirk gonna go after this dude? Like, what's gonna happen with this dude?
trying to figure out like who the
Wendy says very conflicting.
these contractors. And so then the Iranian general was like, and this is how you know that it was your government who killed Charlie Kirk. Like and subscribe to my page. Hit the bell. I was like, do you have Lego contact? The Iranian intelligence, they understand the American mind because they know that Charlie Kirk is a very sensitive issue in the United States. They understand that even better than I did. Because after Charlie Kirk was shot, I honestly didn't even know that much about him. I was like, oh my God, that's horrible. But I still did a stand-up routine because that's what I do. I would do it to any of you. Don't take it personally. Posted it on YouTube and YouTube took it down instantly. That's never happened to me in the history of my whole career. And you've seen some of the things I talk about. That's how many people flagged it saying no, they were upset, they were very sensitive about it. I didn't know you can't make jokes the same day. All right, that was stuff on my part. That was stuff on my part. I should have at least waited for the cement to dry.
Cool. Yeah, at least. Oh man, dude. It's weird. It's so weird what's happening. So weird. Speaking of Erica Kirk, the first time Candace Owens met Erica Kirk. There you go. Todd likes it.
I remember meeting Erica at Del Frisco's, and
Did Charlie introduce you guys? Was it with Charlie?
He wanted me to come meet her. I was excited to meet her because she was giving him attention. And what I mean by that is, you know, out of respect for their marriage, I won't get into too much detail about the time before he met her. It's not offensive to the marriage. It's like obviously people like try to date before, and he was trying to date this girl that he was totally obsessed with. Basically every time this other girl would text him, like I was texting her back. Like I basically had to become a lesbian for a year as he changes goes like, what she's back. I'm like, at some point you're gonna have to text her yourself.
Wait, hold on. What? Pictures or it didn't happen, Candace? Come on, let me go back. I didn't see this video yet, so all right.
Other girl would text him like I met her. It's not offensive to the marriage. It's like obviously people like try to date before, and he was trying to date this girl that he was totally obsessed with. Basically every time this other girl would text him, like I was texting her back. Like I basically had to become a lesbian for a year as he changed.
Nice, bro. She's got those Andrew Tate vibes right there, bro. All right. Tell me more.
He just goes like, what she's back. I'm like, at some point you're gonna have to text her yourself. And he was just obsessed with her, like reading back on those messages of this girl who then became one of my best friends and was in my wedding because of how much I felt like I was chasing her, you know, because I liked her a lot, that the girl that he was chasing, and I knew that she was gonna let him down because it was very obvious that she wasn't into him, and he was heartbroken about it. Then Tyler Boyer sets up this, like, I have this person for you to meet. And he comes and he's like, oh, well, she's a bit older. And initially he was like, I'm just going to use her to try to like get so-and-so jealous or whatever, because this was like the first date or whatever. And then she was a bit more persistent and giving him the godly spiel, and the messages, and I'm just going through our messages, like, look, this is maybe what God wanted me to have. And, you know, he was sort of wrapped in on, you know, hooked on that because Charlie is a Christian. And so when I went to meet her, obviously my first instinct as a woman was that she was older than me. And I just thought, that's kind of weird that she would be into Charlie, because Charlie's quite young in those ways. He's an absolute genius. He's got so much going for him, but like he's young in those ways. And he was inexperienced, and he's been very open about the fact that like he was a virgin when he got married. So I don't feel like I'm over.
What's that called? Pig Latin? When I need to speak, like if I want to say her name, I'd say Ace Kend or Andis C. Pig Latin. There you go. She's a trauma dump. There you go. She's married to a British lord. Yes. Andis Case. How do you get Case out of that one? Lee says she is always so happy talking, making a joke of what is considered possible mental pain to her, trying to counter it as a mental blockage. Well, I guess that's an admirable thing, you know, like try to have fun with what you're doing, you know? Yeah, she's married to a white dude.
Oversharing here. And to be clear, I'm going to say I became best friends with the girl he was chasing. She was fun, you know. Just what everyone kind of sees now, just kind of, okay, but I did not care, and I supported. I was like, go for this, go for this.
Right.
Every message will show.
But you were never friends.
Happy gal, happy gal. This is George Farmer. Is his name Farmer? Yeah, George Farmer. They look like a cute couple. I wish the best for them. All the best, only the best. That's amazing. You know, it only takes 3 seconds to find true love. If I say anything bad, it's because I'm jealous, and I'm not going to say anything bad because I'm not jealous. Oh, dude, who put that picture up there? Come on, y'all. Erica Kirk, I might get some heat for this too, is very attractive. Very attractive. If all of the allegations against her are false. Because the number one thing in a woman is a great personality. But I think she's physically attractive, but I haven't spoken to her in person. And I think she's probably different on camera than she is in real life. But I'm so sad for her and for this angel on earth, Charlie Kirk. I wish he was still around and she was happy with him and all that stuff. It's such a sad story, man. What a spectacular human being he was.
Friends with Erica.
No, because there just was something like, I don't know, I can't explain it.
Did you ever think that she wanted it that way? Did you ever think that she wanted you out?
Hindsight is 2020. Probably had the vision about his death. Erica came into.
Yeah, that's what I thought it is. Andis C. Thank you, Todd, for sure. User TT says so in my eyes. You can't unsee some of those things. Oh, former DIA says Charlie's wife found a dude all ready to date like 4 months after his death. That's just what you know of, bro. I'm thinking much quicker than that, dude. I shouldn't say that, but I'm thinking like, yeah. One Love says, great person she is. They're all lying on her. Yep. Is that last part say or K? Andis K. Andis say. Oh, so you add like an AY at the end of it? Andis say. Oh, okay. Andis K. Okay, K. Andis K. There you go. That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense because you would say K, the K, K, before you say her name. Okay. Yeah, thank you. Was it One Love or Hugh? Hugh says Andis K too. So I don't get banned for saying Andis K too many times. Yeah. What do I need Google for if I got the best chat in the world?
It was life. They were dating sort of quietly. I meet George, fall head over heels, get married, get engaged 18 days later.
18 days, there you go.
And I just replay 2018 in my mind all the time. And then in 2019 was when suddenly I start to realize like forces are sort of...
Some things just
new
happen
people are arriving in his
yeah.
life. He's got a PR agent, Stacey Sheridan, and I'm going, these people are weird. But I never thought Erica, because I just thought didn't even look into her. Look, this is just going to be a girlfriend, and it's great that he has a girlfriend and he's getting experience with it.
And happy,
yeah.
Oh, so she let Erica slide, bro. Yeah, One Love, 18 days. That's all it takes. Man, it could take 3 minutes. That's a long time, 18 days, man. You can fall in love in 3 seconds. I feel like that Kanye confidence is coming up, like women fall in love with me all the time, man. 3 seconds here, 3 seconds there. I got so many women fall in love with me. Something Kanye West would say. But women probably fall in love with you. And if you're a woman, men probably fall in love with you because 21% of my audience is female. So, yeah, make sure you like, subscribe, turn on those notifications. Going live every day of 2026. And just want to let you know that I love you. The Lord loves you. You're amazing. Plant and handler. Erica's definitely. There you go. There you go. JD Vance talking about prayers. Let's hear it, dude. Talk to us, buddy.
Acknowledge the providence of Almighty God.
Almighty God. Capital G-O-D.
To obey his will, to be grateful for his benefits, and humbly to implore his protection.
Thank you, AXB.
And favor. These were the opening lines of America's first ever Thanksgiving proclamation. But whatever milestone it represented in the brief life of our young republic, the duty Washington described to honor, obey, and give thanks to our Creator was woven into America's character long before the founding. To acknowledge a keen awareness of that duty has stretched all the way back.
All right, sorry. This is from 3 hours ago, but this is what I wanted. Someone who mentioned the WTF in Utah. I don't see it. I do not see it. If you want, you can drop me a link in the Discord, but I don't know which one it is. I don't see it. I don't know which one you're talking about. So allegedly there's a WTF in a menorah in Utah. Utah menorah shaped like WTF. I don't know if that's a play on something or if that's something offensive. I'm not trying to be offensive, just trying to find the truth like always and learning with y'all, so I have no idea.
From William Bradford's own Pilgrim Proclamation in 1623 to the opening prayer of our first Continental Congress to Lincoln's call for national Thanksgiving in the midst of the Civil War.
Drone footage from above, that makes a big difference.
To this very gathering today. We have always been and still are a nation of prayer, and thank God for that. In times of suffering and in times of triumph, millions of Americans continue to turn to prayer and their faith in God. John Adams famously said that our Constitution was made only for a moral and religious people. It is wholly inadequate to the government of any other. It was obvious to the founders that our faith was the ground upon which America stands. It was our very foundation as a people. And if this foundation were to crumble, so too would the very values that make us Americans. From our religious inheritance comes many of the virtues and institutions we most cherish as a people. Our system.
Salty balls, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you. Yeah, user TT, I'm not seeing that. I'm not seeing that. That's right. That's right. AXV says when you pray to God, it's important to specify in Jesus' name, so you're not talking to Satan, also known as Lucifer, who is God of this earth. Oi, oi. How you doing, buddy? How you doing? Yeah, listen to Salty Balls. There you go, buddy. Oh, dude. Todd, good job, buddy. Let's see if I get a... I can see if this works for me. Why is that not working? Copy the link. Link's too long, Todd. If you want to send it to me, you can send it to me on Discord. My Discord is on my YouTube, but you're not there. Oh my gosh, I gotta send it to you. Or I'll send it to you in a second.
System of justice, our generosity to neighbors, our respect for conscience, and the moral discipline necessary for liberty itself. As my dear friend, the late great Charlie Kirk put it,
great friend.
All law reflects a morality. Neither law nor morality appears in a vacuum, but ultimately come from religion. And the morality and religion that formed the American consciousness were to...
That is the Discord, and we're gonna take a very, very short refill. Stretch the legs. right back. So use the bathroom, grab a drink, do what you need to do. Move and go live in China instead of where you currently are. Let me know.
The meeting was quite a study in sort of different and major contrasts. Trump began the meeting by saying he was great friends with Xi and really sort of praising the relationship with China and full of optimism, whereas Xi really talked about how Washington's handling of Taiwan could jeopardize the relationship if it was handled not correctly. And Xi also talked about how the two powers needed to be careful to sort of avoid coming conflicts. The two leaders, after their meeting, then went to the Temple of Heaven and towards sort of that cultural site in Beijing. And Trump is now on a bit of a break before he has a state banquet.
Very nice. So nice.
This evening. We haven't heard from Trump on exactly how he went to meet.
Look, best friends hanging out, buddies.
The meeting went, but it was certainly a little bit pessimistic or a little bit darker.
Lava Turtle has joined the chat. China, China, China. There you go. There you go. Yeah, but did we get any proof of what Xi's warning was actually about? Come on, Associated Press. What you talking about? All right, so here we have Trump hails ties with China as Xi cites. Which one is that? Which one is that right here? Let's just do a double check. Thucydides trap. There you go. There you go. During bilateral meeting with the U.S. president. This should be amazing.
Let's make one support. Then, Mr. President, please make one as well. Respected Mr. President Trump, I am very pleased to meet you in Beijing. This is your first visit to China in 9 years. Our meeting now can...
We got Danny Dennett. Danny Dennett wants to move to China. There you go. Where do you currently live, and what's your reasoning for wanting to move to a communist country, buddy? Hopefully you have a very nice time there.
Be said to be drawing global attention. In the current era of accelerating changes, the international situation is intertwined and complex. At this crossroads for the world, can our two countries overcome the so-called Thucydides trap and pioneer a new era of major country relations? Can we work hand in hand to address global challenges and inject more stability into the world?
There we go, Mr. Hegseth.
I am very pleased to meet you in Beijing. This is your first visit to China in 9 years.
Thank you.
Our meeting now can be said to be of great global significance.
All right, Danny.
As the world undergoes accelerating changes in a complex, intertwined international landscape, we stand at a new historical crossroads. Can our two countries overcome the so-called Thucydides trap to pioneer a new model of major country relations?
Hopefully they can. How you doing, Bert?
Can we join hands to address global challenges and inject more stability into the world?
We got Jeb Commons saying P3Ds equals Democrats, male in female bathrooms, dressing in drag, reading to kindergartners, Democrat teachers indoctrinating children into being TRANS and GAY. What do you think about that, chat? Do you agree or disagree? Thank you for your chat, Jeb.
Can we, for the benefit of our two peoples and the future of humanity, work together to create a better future for our relations? These are truly questions for history, the world, and our peoples, and they are the historical answer that you and I, as leaders of major power...
Danny Dennett says, are you worried, bro? No, man, no. The Lord is in control, bro. Everything's good. It's all good. Just do as good as you can, you know?
Powers must ride together. This year marks the 250th anniversary of the independence of the United States, and I extend to you and the American people.
Lava Turtle jumping in on the chat saying the Chinese President Xi used to live in San Francisco in California, the United States. He lived there many years when he was young. Thank you for letting us know. I did not know that.
I have always believed that the common interests between China and the US far outweigh our differences. Our respective successes are opportunities for each other, and a stable China-US relationship is a boon for the world. Both sides benefit from cooperation and lose from confrontation. We should...
There you go, Jeb Common jumping on the chat saying Democrats say no kings, yet gave King Charles a standing ovation. Standing. So what does that mean? Are they practicing hypocrisy?
Be partners,
what do you think, Chad?
Not
do you agree, disagree?
Rivals, and achieve mutual success to foster common prosperity.
That's what we need to do. We need to be partners, not rivals. We need to work together. 100% accurate.
Forging a correct path for major powers to get along in a new era. I look forward to exchanging views with you, Mr. President, on major issues concerning our two countries and the world, and jointly steering the great ship of China-US relations to sail steadily and far, so that
That's absolutely ideal, and it's great the way that they're speaking to each other. This is good news. And we're going live every day of 2026, so make sure you like, subscribe, turn on those notifications, become a member, throw in a super chat if you want to help this show stay afloat.
2026. Becomes a historic and landmark year that builds on the past and opens up the future for China-US relations. I will stop here for now. Mr. President, please proceed. And thank you for that. By those. Beautiful. The military is obvious, it couldn't be better. But those children mean so much, and I know they mean so much to you. You and I have known each other now for a long time, the longest relationship of our two countries that any president and president has had.
Great.
And that is to me an honor. We've had a fantastic relationship. We've gotten along. When there were difficulties, we worked it out. I would call you and you would call me. And whenever we had a problem, people don't know, whenever we had a problem, we worked that out very quickly. We're going to have a fantastic future together. Such respect for China. The job you've done, you're a great leader. I say it to everybody, you're a great leader.
What a nice set of words right there. We got Frank jumping on the chat saying Trump rocks this world. There you go. Frank is a supporter of POTUS. Well said. That other one, I thought it was talk-to-speech whenever they were translating Trump. And also, by the way, thank you. Thank you so much for saying that in the Discord. I'm going to pull it up right now. How you doing, Edward? How you doing, buddy? Can you see me? Can you hear me? Check, check. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Nice. Talk to us, JD. Are you done talking to us? Or no, you're not.
Decidedly Christian, founded upon the principles and the divinity.
There you go. He said Christian, so he's not talking about Satan, right?
Of Jesus Christ.
There you go.
In 1783, Washington also proclaimed that imitation of divine charity is necessary for the mutual affection of our citizenry and the happiness of our nation. If we do not see that God loves us, we have little reason and little inspiration to love one another.
Former DIA agent. We got this for the lib if you want.
This love which forms our morality.
Speaking about libs and conservatives, I'm under the impression that they're the same thing. What do I mean by that? They're getting paid by the same people. So that's what I mean. But obviously their theory of how to live a life is completely different, and that's where people gravitate toward. But they're both getting paid by the same people, allegedly.
Morality is the foundation of a peaceful and healthful society. That's why it's so encouraging to see a renewed sense of faith emerging among America's young people. Defying predictions, the experts said that religion and faith were dying. Today,
there you go, bro. You can take that emoji if you want, but that's for the members. But yeah, feel free to grab that. And all the members get to take all the emojis and all the assets. We got cool ones, bro. We got Trump. We got the goat. We got the septum. We got the MAGA hat. We got the roast. We got the host. And we have the gaslight. And also, if any members want to make requests for emojis, I can make them. So I made all of these emojis for everybody. They disappeared. Can you guys see them? Oh, you can see them.
a wave of young Americans is returning to the pews. And we know that they're looking for meaning, for authority, for direction, and of course, for closeness with God.
Yeah, Todd. And which people do that?
Should give all of us hope for our future together as Americans. It certainly gives me hope as your vice president.
You don't need to answer that.
Because prayer is not merely something we do in times of crisis. It is a continual disposition of love toward God, and through that love toward one another, through our
Cool, brother. Happy to have you on whenever you're ready, former DIA agent.
fellow citizens. As we celebrate 250 years, I think...
I heard Rothschild. They got the name Rothschild from Rothschild, which is like red. No. Rothschild. No. What is the Red Shield one? Hold on. It was like, but before Red Shield, it was Mayer. M-A-Y-E-R. Yeah, Red Shield. Okay, it is Rothschild. Okay, there you go. Ah, you know more than me, bro. There you go. We got to get Todd on a phone call. Let's do that sometime, Todd. Seems like you know so much, dude. I'd just be listening to you. You'll be the guest, and I'll just be Joe Rogan. I'm like, oh, honestly? You could be anonymous too, man.
You all for joining on such a happy and wonderful occasion. And just as...
Make a sombrero emoji for Hakeem Jeffrey. First, I need to know who Hakeem Jeffrey is, bro. Let's check it out.
I pray for all of...
Community leader for New York City Public Housing. All right. Oh, dude, there's so many dudes here. I don't know which one is Hakeem Jeffrey. Oops. Where are you going? Oh, this dude is Hakeem Jeffrey, this goofball or great person. If you, I don't know, actually. A lot of people in the chat think he's a goofball, so I don't know. Some of the things he says is pretty funny. Why is he not showing up here? Oh, Hakeem, 2 E's. That's for the reason. Got it. This guy, right? Yeah, dude. Why is sombrero, and what type of sombrero? We can do it. Hat meme. What's the meaning behind it? Yeah, minority leader at the moment.
Of you, I ask for your prayers, for me, for the president, and for the entire cabinet. I always ask people to pray for wisdom and for courage for their leadership. Pray for wisdom that we know the path God wants us to walk.
I was under the impression that they were Mayer, or from what I understand, M-A-Y-E-R. And that was their previous last name. And then they became Rothschild because of their family made red shields, but maybe it's they had a red door on their building. You know, that could be it.
Pray for courage that we have the ability to walk that path. You'll be in my prayers as I hope I'll be in yours.
Oh, cool, Todd. That'd be cool. Yeah, we can try to plan it out. Maybe 5 minutes, 10 minutes, or whatever. Figure something out. See things you're open to talk about, not open to talk about, and I can tell you like the things that I'm open to talk about, not open to talk about. But if I'm not open to talk about, but like no comment, dude. I don't know enough about it. But I'm pretty much open to talk about anything.
May God bless you all.
That's awesome. May God bless you all. There you go, JD Vance. What do you think? Do you think JD Vance would be a good president? So we got Americans have been loud and clear about Brendan Boyle demands no taxpayer funding go to White House ballroom.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Right now, costs are going.
Derek Martin says, traitor. You talking about JD Vance, me, or this dude? Get rid of Vance as well as Trump. Yeah. Somebody had a camel emoji and then put at the end. It says camel Which one of you guys said that? That was hilarious, dude. My God, dude. Yeah, it was hilarious, but YouTube doesn't have a sombrero emoji to mock the libtards. Significance of a sombrero. I'm still trying to understand that. But that sounds pretty fun. Trumple foreskin? Kamala. Oh, is that how she got her job? Todd? My goodness. Oi, oi, we need to keep Trump in office for as long as possible. That's right, brother. That's right. Keep POTUS in, man. He's the funniest person to watch speak. Oh my goodness, dude. Like if I need to go to sleep, I'll put on a Biden thing or I'll just laugh hysterically. But Trump is just electric, man. Igniting, optimistic. So much fun to watch, dude.
Through the roof, thanks to President.
Even though he said no new wars and lower gas prices and those things didn't actually come true, but you know.
President Trump's tariff taxes and his reckless war in Iran. Families are paying more for gas. They're paying more for groceries, paying more for housing, paying more for health care. The list goes on and on. 15 million Americans.
Trump is the meme king. There you go, Mr. TJ.
Are about to lose their health care coverage because of that so-called big, beautiful bill.
All right, so the imagery was used politically by the White House to mock Democratic leaders over budget negotiations. So the use of the sombrero and mariachi music was meant to push a rep. Okay. So maybe mariachi bands are pretty expensive from what I understand if you want to hire them for a party. Oh, Spencer Pratt? Okay.
Republicans passed and the president signed into law last summer, which just happens to be one of the most unpopular pieces of legislation in modern legislative history. Millions losing food assistance because of that disastrous law. Working families getting stretched every day by the dollar. And while all this is happening, what is our president focused on? A ballroom. This tells you everything you need to know about this president's priorities. The American people are asking for lower costs. Donald Trump is asking for a taxpayer-funded vanity project at the White House. So maybe we should start calling Republicans' Reconciliation 2.0 what it really is, the $1 Billion Ballroom Act. Because this Republican agenda can somehow find money for Donald Trump's ballroom and his billionaire donors, but it can never seem to find a dime to lower costs for the American people. Not enough money to protect health care, not enough money to protect food assistance, not enough money to lower the cost of gas, groceries, housing, or health.
Great points. But what about this? What if he does build... Just hypothetically, think about it. What if he does build a ballroom and he saves money on all those other things like housing and healthcare? Are you still against him or are you for him?
healthcare. But somehow there is more money for Donald Trump's big, beautiful ballroom. That is the problem with this entire agenda. It asks working families to pay more and get less, all while Donald Trump gets exactly what he wants. They can find money for tax breaks for billionaires. They can find money for giveaways to the well-connected. They can find money for Donald Trump's ballroom. But when it comes to helping families afford a gallon of gas, a bag of groceries, a doctor's visit, a safe place to live, suddenly Republicans say, we have no money. Americans have been loud and clear. They want costs to go down, and they want it now. They do not want their taxpayer dollars spent on a ballroom so this president can host lavish events with his billionaire friends. If the president cared as much about lowering costs for the American people as he does his precious ballroom, maybe a pound of beef would not cost more than an hour of work at the federal minimum wage. For this reason, at the appropriate
code word ballroom, big balls. Always saying, last I checked, not a penny of tax dollars went into the ballroom. Interesting. Esther, how you doing? Good to see you. Yeah. Libs in the chat. S hitting bricks over the gas prices. Yeah, bro. They print money out of thin air, folks. Tax dollars are never spent. They are only taken. Figure it out yet. Oh, man. I wish Todd was wrong, dude. That bastard. No offense, Todd. Sorry for calling you a bastard. I hope you're not. And if you are, you're still a cool dude. But I wish you were wrong, man. But sounds about accurate. Sounds very, very accurate.
Appropriate time, I will offer a motion to recommit this bill back to committee. If House rules permitted, I would have offered the motion with an important amendment to this bill.
We got Oi jumping in the chat saying Trump has the crap scared out of the banking cartel. Please explain, buddy. Please explain. What do you mean?
My amendment would simply prohibit taxpayer funding for Donald Trump's White House ballroom. It is simple. Not one taxpayer dollar.
Oh, we got to say sorry to Jeff Lyons, 9725. I'm sorry, buddy. I'm sorry. If I think I say this with the majority of Americans and people around the world, if we could get out of this Iranian situation, which a lot of people find as useless and just like a stranglehold to put people under pressure for absolutely no reason, Who did Iran attack? Like, honestly. You know, allegedly, they're funding Hezbollah from what I read and what I've seen. Allegedly. Okay, but what does that have to do with the United States, right? And allies are not helping the United States, so why is... Anyways, it's a mess. It's a complete mess, and no one wants that. And sorry that Australia is paying $12 a gallon. And he says, yeah, thanks, Trump. That prick has to go. He starts a war he will never win. Man, I hope we can find peace. That's what I say. And I just want to say sorry. But everyone's feeling the pressure, man. Everybody is. And that's part of the reason we're here. We're trying to make it better. We're trying to figure out the correct way to live and how to become better people and how to navigate this stuff better.
Not one dime should be spent on a vanity ballroom while Americans are losing health care, losing food assistance, and struggling to make ends meet. I ask unanimous consent to insert into the record the text of this amendment.
Without objection.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, and I hope and indeed urge my colleagues to join me in voting for this simple motion to recommit. With that, I yield back.
Kind gentleman. Beautiful shot. Speaking of, I heard there's some weird things about this symbolism here. Actually, I don't see it. But in one of these places, there's like some weird symbolism on this side and on this side. But anyways, conspiracy for another day when I have accurate information for y'all. And since you guys are talking about Trump, we gotta talk about Trump targeting political rivals ahead of midterms.
Tonight, another Republican who crossed
Oh, those are the snakes, just like the hospitals. Yeah, but I heard that the hospital ones are like good ones, allegedly. So I just made a logo for one of the members. I can pull it up. It's awesome. And it has, from what I researched, it means like purity, unity, and like optimism and strength. And then if you remember, I show you how to create all these things, but I don't know where it is. Oh, post, that's where it is. Copy link. So these snakes right here, these mean like unity and optimism because they're pointed together, and these are like angelic feathers. Oh, let's see if you can even see that. My end frame. No. One sec. I gotta change this crop. All right, so on this one, you can see these snakes, and these snakes that are looking at each other, these are allegedly very, very good things, I guess. I would not want to design anything for someone that's bad. Yeah, caduceus, the ancient symbol of the Greek. Two snakes are intertwined opposite direction around a wind staff that has facing each other. Historically, it shows commerce, negotiation, and travel. So that was kind of that, which is like commerce, negotiation, and travel, and they have that on the. But I think the doctor ones or the hospital truck. Delivery person truck logo snake. That's how good I am at trying to explain things. This has one snake. I don't know if you guys can see this. And the one snake, the symbolism behind that one is Asclepius. This is for rebirth and renewal because it sheds its skin. So it like crawls up that thing and it sheds the skin off of the snake. Like, you know, when snakes go by rocks to like get rid of the old skin. So there's a different meaning, I guess, for each logo, which is kind of important whenever you're designing logos. And yeah, for the members, I design these logos. Then I have like these private live streams where I go over like how I design these logos and that type of stuff. So Stephen Wells is an awesome dude, and he helps the channel survive. Very, very cool dude. And then we got Captain Blackbird, which is also an awesome dude who helps the channel a lot. We got Damage Inc., who was in here earlier. He likes sports cars. His football team was it the Browns or the Bears? And he likes military stuff. So we got some military things in the background. Got an airplane right there, little crosshair. Bam, we got some for Cali Chica. And that's the members only live stream where we go over that stuff. Oh, and this is from none other than Todd. And this is the WTF menorahs. So this is one picture of it. And then this is another one where they have like these, I guess, things to get cannabis into your system, or THC, one of those things. Or that's what it looks like. I have no idea. Or is it? Am I completely wrong? I have no idea. But that's what the WTF people were talking about.
President Trump voted out Louisiana Senator Bill Cassidy, losing his primary election, becoming the
Yeah, that's what it looked like. The BONG.
latest casualty in Trump's revenge tour.
When you participate in democracy.
We got Fernando Soto. Where you from, buddy? Thank you for your chat. Saying everyone take you owner way. Marco Rubio over Cuba. JD Vance, Middle East. Kennedy over Trump. Not good. Okay, he prefers Kennedy over Trump. There you go. 7 trillion USD in losses over clowns in my neighborhood. Disgraces. Lee 84. Spent 7 million on clowns in your neighborhood. Yeah. I have no idea, allegedly, bro. Oh, there you go. What type of serpent do you have, Todd? Is it weird to touch it? Are you ever afraid? Yo, Adam, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you, buddy. AXV says even that symbolism is pretty suspect. Yeah, absolutely. Especially with Adam and Eve and the serpent. But I heard the serpent wasn't even a serpent. It was like a person that was as sly as a serpent. So it could have been like some very attractive man that tricked Eve into doing some thing. You know. Staff of Hippocrates, yeah.
Sometimes it doesn't turn out the way you want it to.
The president posting this video on social media today.
I voted to convict President Trump.
Depicting him hitting.
Those are definitely not fallen wings. I would not put fallen wings on that. By the way.
The senator in the head with a golf ball. Cassidy voted to convict the president for inciting the January 6th insurrection.
More like a hummingbird when it cleans its wings in water bath. Something like refreshing and like clean and nice and good things. Oh, Rudy, thank you for the 30 jewels. Appreciate it, guys. By the way, make sure you all like, subscribe, turn on those notifications, become a member, throw in a super chat if you want. Help the channel survive, and let's get so we can bring Veronica back out. I guess since we're talking about it, we should bring Veronica's friend.
Did anyone drop a super chat or become member yet?
You can hear her accent. Yeah, one person
Please
did.
Support this channel, drop a super chat, and become a member.
One Love dropped a super chat. Girls, don't you worry about it.
And took an apparent dig at him overnight.
But you don't pout. You don't whine. You don't claim the election was stolen. You don't find a reason why.
President Trump is on a winning streak. Earlier this month, he helped unseat Republican state lawmakers in Indiana who voted against his redistricting push. And now his focus is on Tuesday.
Yeah, this is all just a theater, y'all. Don't get too wrapped up in this stuff, dude. This is 100% theater. Don't get an argument over it. Don't get into a fight. Be smart. Figure out how you can be better in your life. 100%. But it's good to know what's going on to try to make correct moves, and then also to see what the libs are thinking, what the conservatives are thinking, all those types of things.
Tuesday, Trump railing against Republican Congressman Thomas Masie.
Yeah, I'm live streaming every single day of this week, buddy. I'm live streaming all the time. The Chad USA. How you doing, buddy? Welcome to the chat. Good to see you, buddy. Nice, dude. I hope you get paid extra, bro. I hope you get paid super, super extra. AXV says, I ran exotic pet store before I went to the army. There you go, bro. Maybe you shouldn't say too much, dude. Who's that Joe, Lion Joe guy, or the tiger dude? I don't know. And AXV, thank you for your service, buddy. W's in the chat for military and ex-military. All those things. Yeah, we got quite a few like active and vets that frequent us, so it's very cool. Generating live stream generated? What does that mean? I guess What was your MOS? What is MOS? Are you talking to me, DIA, or are you talking with somebody else?
Masie nearly 10 times in 24 hours, calling him disloyal, a sanctimonious fool, and a loser. Trump's fury.
Oh, you'd like to become a member? Yeah, you can do whichever one. I think if you want to do the live streams, do the $2.99 one a month. That one you get like, that's the best one. The $1.99 one you get to use like all the emojis and stuff. But with the $2.99 one, you can like ask. You can do. I think it's in the circle or something like that. It's called in the circle. Or I should know these things, right? How dare you not know these things? Inner circle. Inner circle. That's what it is. Inner circle. Yeah, and you can make requests of like anything that you need, like camera, lighting, audio, design, yada yada yada. Whatever I can help you with, I'm more than happy to help you with. Intelligence? Nah, bro. You're in the wrong. Oh, never mind. You're talking about somebody else. I thought you were saying you're looking for intelligence. I can't help you with that, bro. Oh, you're not even talking to me, bro. You're talking about somebody else. Never mind. Or maybe you are talking to me, because you were talking about, remember. Yeah, bro. Be careful with that ball python, dude. I can't help you with those either.
With the Kentucky Libertarian has only grown after mass
Gator chicks, bro. Conor McGregor versus Max Holloway, 2nd in July. Who's gonna win that one, dude? If it's gonna happen. May, June. I thought it was in June. May, could be July, bro. July 7, I think.
he voted against his.
Dude, I can't wait to hear Conor, bro. We're gonna cover Conor. He's hilarious, bro. This guy is hilarious. Conor, Conor had to do some stuff to repair his injury, allegedly, and then he was out of USADA doping testing for like a year and a half. No way McGregor gonna win. If they do the 3-round, McGregor has a better chance. If they do the 5-round, then Blessed Hawaiian has a chance.
Signature tax and spending bill last summer, opposed the war in Iran, and pushed to release the Epstein files.
That put me on the wrong side of the president for quite a while.
And now Trump is looking for someone to primary.
Conor would be such a great president of Ireland, bro. He would, dude, that would be incredible. Incredible, dude. Got a Seinfeld reference in there. There you go. Thank you, Oz the Boss.
Congresswoman Lauren Boebert in Colorado, after she campaigned with Masie, whose race is now the most expensive House primary in history. He's been outspent by outside groups allied with Trump, who are supporting his opponent at Gallrien, a political unknown.
Masie's going to lose because he's trying to destroy the agenda. This is the party of Donald Trump.
Oi, 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 oi. Or
Trump.
Julie is joining us now from the White House. And Julie.
Conor McGregor defeated Max Holloway by unanimous decision 30-27 on all scorecards in their first fight, which took place August 17, 2013. Fight night. Featherweight 145. Oh, dude. Conor marked McGregor's second career UFC appearance. McGregor secured the victory primarily through wrestling and control time, despite suffering a torn ACL. Oh my God, bro. Torn anterior cruciate ligament. ACL. Anterior means like on the inside. Is that right? Yeah. Anterior, exterior, mid, LCL, lateral. Oh my God, dude. No, front side. ACL is front. Let's see. Anterior cruciate ligament. front or middle? Inside the knee joint, yeah, inside. Anterior. There you go. Yeah, so they fought. It's going to be the rematch. Well said, well said. Yeah, Holloway's a likable dude, man. If you don't like Holloway, I mean, maybe you just don't like that person or whatever, but yeah. Lindsay's get facials, lower leg. There you go.
Julie, Congressman Masie seems to be bracing for whatever may come Tuesday night.
Yeah, Hallie, that's right. That's when we'll see if the president's efforts have paid off in Congressman Masie's primary. This afternoon, I asked Masie about all of those posts. He told me it appears the president is losing sleep in his race.
Oh, dude, W's in the chat for a woman that actually looks like a woman. There we go, girl. Good clothing. You got brown hair. It's not like orange or pink. No septum piercing. Let me zoom in. Are you not gonna let me zoom in? Come on, come on. There you go. The chat knows what's going on. Respect to the women that actually look like women. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Oh my gosh. You got a cat in there? I hope those are love taps. What are you doing? What are you doing with that? Right, that's good. That's good.
Race. Hallie?
We thank you for watching.
Dude, we thank you, dude. That was really cool. She's attractive. And what about the other girl? Attractive. Looking like a female. Standards have dropped so much, bro. If it looks like a female, she's attractive. She's obese, but still looks like a female. Attractive. Eating disorder, still attractive. Just probably has to overcome that eating disorder. Goodness gracious. Thank the Lord for women that actually look like women. All right, you guys are talking about the drone strike in the United Arab Emirates. I got it for you. Let's see what's happening. Yeah, big girls got those personalities, man. You know what's wild? Those liberals even ruined the big girls. Now those big girls, they're so twisted. Some allegedly. They think they're skinny girls. They got skinny girl attitudes. Like, no. The only reason big girls are like attractive is because they're so much fun to talk to and hang out with and be around. Like, they're hilarious, you know? They don't have skinny girl attitudes. Tortas. Yeah, dude. Yeah. Also, you call flacas. Is it flacas? That means skinny in Spanish, and that's like a joke. So you call a fat girl a flaca. I'm probably saying it wrong, bro. How do you say skinny in Spanish? I don't want to get fucking skinny in Spanish. Yeah, flaco and then flaca. Yeah, if you call a fat girl flaca, she'll laugh her ass off, bro. Yeah, usually they call her like gorditas or whatever, or tortas. Like, sometimes they like those names, bro. They like those names. There you go. Thank you, Rudy. Thank you, bro. I don't want to be sounding like an idiot more than I have to, you know? Yeah, or thin. Thin is flaca. Yeah, that's right. Well, yeah, waka flaca. Does waka mean something in Spanish? Waka meaning in Spanish. Waka has multiple meanings, referring to traditional Maori canoe or Japanese poem, but nothing in Spanish. Oh, Spanish. Tool, wake up. Wake up. Waka is wake up. Okay. Wake up skinny, I guess.
Fire is holding between the U.S. and Iran. It is not preventing hostilities against American allies in the Middle East. The United Arab Emirates reports a drone strike targeted its sole nuclear power plant today. No major damage has been reported, and no one has claimed responsibility yet. But the UAE has...
It's so weird, like, no one has claimed responsibility yet. Allegedly might be a false flag. Who knows?
Accused Iran of launching drone and missile strikes in recent days as tension rise.
Annie, how you doing? I see your purple dinosaur.
Tensions rise over the Strait of Hormuz. A senior Iranian leader announced Iran will unveil a plan for managing traffic on the waterway soon. President Trump spoke with Israeli Prime Minister.
Yeah, don't ask about Spanish. Slang term for... Okay, yeah. Then I'm not going to ask about any of that stuff.
Benjamin Netanyahu today before posting on social media that Iran...
Yeah, Saeed says nuclear plant bombed but no damage. How? Somebody left the bathroom door open. They were just talking about a fart. I guess, you know, it's like, oh, you think there was like actual heat? No, it just scent. Who knows, man? Former DIA. We need to pull out some crazy text soon. Yeah, aliens, bro. It's the aliens. Nuclear equipment is very sensitive. Yep.
On better get moving.
There you go, dude. What? That's a rage baiting title because nothing happened there, dude. Nothing happened. All right, so there's videos of attacks on Christians revealing violence on the rise in Jerusalem. There you go. AXV has an answer saying the concrete is reinforced and everything internal is a pressurized titanium vessel. It's pretty tough stuff. Yeah, I'd imagine. Yeah, probably didn't hit the important part. Lord Alcatraz, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you. Welcome to the inside of a cathedral in Jerusalem. Christians share stories of increased violence. All right. Unfortunate. Come on, dude. People praying. You don't want to hurt people praying, dude. They're praying for a better world.
On April 28th, a French nun was walking near the ancient wall.
If you got a migraine, allegedly, I'm not giving you advice, but allegedly, drink salt water. And if you can, put your feet into like hot water, not like burning hot, but like not warm, but like a little bit more than warmer, but comfortable, like very comfortable warm water, like as hot as that is comfortable, not burning, dude. And just say bye to your headache, because by the time you put your feet in there, your headache is gone, bro. A little salt water and that, you're done. Yeah, the French nun, dude, we covered that earlier. That was so bad, bro.
Walls of Jerusalem's old city when a man closed in and threw her to the ground.
Oh, that's
the
it.
accused Jewish extremist,
dude, from the back, dude. Nothing. That girl didn't do anything.
April 28th,
Come on.
a French nun was walking near the ancient walls of Jerusalem's old city when a man closed in and threw her to the ground.
Ran on the back.
The accused Jewish extremist turned back.
Bro, she hit her on the head. Her head hit that concrete. Like, the Lord sees this stuff, bro. Like, what do nuns do, bro? It's like... Lord Alcatraz, what was your take on when Don Lemon, a company, stormed the Christian church? Don Lemon? I don't know which one you're referring to. I'll look it up, but I don't know what you're talking about.
Until he was confronted and kicked by a bystander.
What?
The
He
incident
kicks her?
went viral on social media and was condemned by Israel. But I wondered how...
Dude, oh my God, bro, I can't watch this. Like, all right, first of all, hitting a woman. But not like an evil woman and self-defense, like trying to protect your family or something. Just a woman. But hitting her from the back, to level 2. The next one, a praying woman that, like, praying for peace. Dude. May the Lord help him and her, bro, because... That's so evil, man. That's I can't say anything outside of that. So evil. So evil.
isolated it was. Dozens of security videos and interviews with Christian leaders and a Jewish...
That's true. At least other people came to her rescue. Thank the Lord for that. Don Lemon crashed a sermon in a church. Don Lemon got arrested for a Triple K act. Okay. Yeah, we'll check that out. We'll see you in a sec.
Jewish activist suggests attacks are on the rise and frequent, especially in the Old City. I spoke with Benedictine nun Sister Mary Madeline, who has lived near Jerusalem for 30 years and regularly visits the Old City. How do you feel now when you come?
Now, when you come here,
Yes.
I am always quite afraid.
afraid.
Yeah, like, you know, what happened to the sisters, I'm aware that could happen to me tomorrow or...
So do you behave a little differently somehow?
I'm careful. I'm careful.
But it's not that you can hide your appearance. I mean...
No.
All right, let's see this. What a sweet woman, dude. What a sweet woman. Just...
Now, Lemon's claiming he was just there doing journalism, but after the so-called demonstration forced parishioners to flee the church, Lemon appeared on a far-left podcast, and he got his own shots in, just like he did in that fake news report. Take a look.
I think people who are, in the religious groups like that, it's not the type of Christianity that I practice, but I think that they're entitled, and that entitlement comes from a supremacy, a white supremacy. I do understand that I'm the biggest name there. And
define white supremacy. Belief that white people are inherently superior to other racial groups and should dominate them socially, politically, and economically. Okay, so that's what it means.
I'm also, as I was on with my producers this morning, you and Kylie talk all the time. My producers were saying, I said, how did I become the face of this? And my producer said, Don, you're a gay black man in America, and you have a platform.
Oh, dude, this dude needs help, bro. That's what I gotta say. That dude just needs help. Yeah, that dude... That dude read the wrong book, bro. Adam and Steve. It's Adam and Eve. Adam and Eve. All right, Adam. All right, sounds good. Will do. Yeah, dude. That dude needs help.
You're quite recognizable, so how do you be careful?
Well, I look around.
USOA says his Christianity is Antichrist. Oh, that's bad, bro. That's bad.
You look around to see if anyone is it's windy today. Just to see if anyone is approaching you or coming too close, or
she's traumatized, bro.
It's just an inner feeling.
Israeli police arrested the man who attacked the French nun in April, identified as a 36-year-old Israeli settler from the occupied West Bank. He's facing charges of assault motivated by hostility toward a religious group. Israel's foreign ministry posted on X, this shameful act stands in direct contradiction to the values of respect, coexistence, and religious freedom upon which Israel is founded and to which it remains deeply committed. Adding Israel is also committed to ensuring that Jerusalem remains a city where every community can...
Yeah, allegedly Don Lemon goes to a church, just not that Christian church, allegedly. So I've... Yeah, Mr. Good Citizen. Don broke the law and it caught him. Oh, well. There you go. Lord Alcatraz says, if Don stayed outside and didn't get involved, he would be perfectly okay. Some of those people just want to get in trouble just so they get a little attention. They'll do anything for the clicks. 2518 says, he was the white version of Diddy. All right. Yeah, former DIA agent says, who paid him to attack her? Yeah. Imagine if someone did that to his mom or his grandma right in front of him. Like, what would he do? Yeah, no interest in looking it up about the Lemon story. But this story, this is picking on a woman, dude, for nothing. Todd dropping the facts, saying you have to know what a fact is before you can claim something as fact. There you go. Did you take a logic course by any chance? Do it. Understand the way to test the world is thinking. Mr. Good Citizen says, Americans don't care what outsiders think. Some Americans care what other people think, and some Americans don't care what anyone thinks, dude. What anyone thinks at all. Wonder if the SPLC funded Lemon Head's adventure. Yeah, could be, bro. Could be. Etsy TV dropping some knowledge. There you go. Think in terms of logic and reason. Stop feeling about things.
Can live, pray, and practice its faith in safety and dignity. But Christians are nonetheless leaving while the Jewish community grows. Government figures.
We got Oz DeBoss saying that Israelite is not a practicing JEW because a practicing JEW would not do that to a nun. Is that accurate? If that's true, then that's kind of that gives like ethical points to a practicing JEW, I guess. Yeah, that person is definitely deranged, you know, and that's the problem. It takes one weirdo to F it up for a bunch of people. I'm not protecting anyone because that's a bad thing what he did. Awesome. There you go. I see what you said, Todd. Computer programming. There you go. There you go. That's great, man. That's great. I love programming.
Show that a century ago, Christians made up a quarter of Jerusalem's population. Now, it's less than 2%. And a 2025 study found many are considering leaving the region because of political or social pressures and security concerns.
Do you feel that this is an attempt to push Christians out?
Programming Apple computers in elementary school? That's awesome, dude. Did you ever work with like Linux and those types of things? Were you on like, were you doing C++ or Python or, before that was probably, what was before C++? C? I don't know.
Maybe, yeah. In situations like that, I feel that I'm not welcome here. On the other side, we have so many friends who say really the contrary, who help us.
Yiska Harani is one of them. She's the director of the Israel-based Religious Freedom Data Center, which tracks attacks on Christians and promotes interfaith coexistence.
Oh my God.
She says spitting and other insulting and aggressive acts happen daily.
Who's encouraging this?
I would say that the fact that the education system ignored completely anything that has to do with Christianity, therefore ignoring Christian presence here, Christian...
That's so bad. And then back to the chat. Humongous. There you go. You did C, Basic, and Cobalt. There you go. Python is C. Okay. Learn something new. Awesome. Did you, Hugh, did you program as well before? Actually, you did with that masking before Adobe. Photoshop had the masking, right?
Relations with the world, Christian pilgrims, that brought greater awareness to all the bloody history of Jews in Christian lands.
Harani collects videos. Jerusalem is full of security cameras of priests, nuns, Palestinian Christians, and Christian visitors being spit at, harassed, and Christian sites being desecrated.
Man, oh man, pretty wild. The devil is making war with the remnant church. Define remnant church. Seventh-day Adventists church. Oh. Dude, what about peace, bro? Just how to find peace, man. Come on. Yeah, there's unfortunately, former is right. Oh, your program was written Visual Basic 6? Okay, nice.
Harani says she raises complaints with police, but estimates authorities only take about 5% of them seriously.
Why would Netanyahu's government want to allow this kind of thing to happen? It only antagonizes Christians in America who support President Trump, who support Netanyahu. So isn't this harmful to him?
This is harmful to everyone.
Is Solon a philosopher? Athenian legislator. Nice, dude. What a score. Saying there can be no freedom without law. 100% accurate. Accurate. Todd in the chat. W's in the chat for Todd. That's awesome, bro.
Everyone. It's harmful to Netanyahu, who really wouldn't like to see that and to be embarrassed in front of journalists.
Law equals peace. Yep.
Saying that this is not our way, that we really appreciate the Christians. But he has ministers.
In particular, Harani points to Israel's radical right-wing.
AXV says, data center, listen to that key word. They are not for our use. It is for our control. Interesting. Interesting. I didn't catch that. Was that? I didn't catch that one.
National Security Minister.
Was that in this video?
Itamar Ben-Gvir. He's been sanctioned by the UK, Norway, Australia.
Is Ben-Gvir the one that started Zionism? No. No, it was before. He didn't start. He is a far-right Israeli politician who became prominent decades after the Zionist movement was established. Zionism originated. Oh, he joined the Meir Kahane Party, which advocated the expulsion of Arabs from Israel and was later outlawed as a terrorist organization. That's the reason I've heard the name. There you go.
And New Zealand for inciting violence against Palestinians. In a 2023 interview with Israeli media, Ben-Gvir, who oversees the police, said spitting at Christians should not be considered a criminal offense. His office didn't respond to our request for further comment.
I would say that it is on the rise because the government is turning a blind eye, and that has become slowly something that is acceptable. Now, it's not only men, it's also women. It's not only children, it's adults.
I stopped Israel, an Orthodox Jewish man down the street from where the French nun was assaulted. He didn't want to give his last name, says he's never spit at Christians, but knows about it.
You've seen people sort of spit on the ground when priests walk by and things.
I know.
What do you think about that?
That's what I say. We're not by the level that we can say that we're more than other people. Other people think that because we're already in Israel and in Jerusalem and everything, is we can be we're bigger people than other people. It's not true.
So you've seen it, but you don't agree with it?
For sure not.
Yet despite the disapproval in official government posts and by many people here, Christians are increasingly feeling disrespected in the city at the center of their faith.
So here we are. So this is what an amazing, to be able to do the interview in the room of the Last Supper. I mean, only in Jerusalem can we do a story on Christians and do it in the room of the Last Supper. Have you yourself ever been spit on or attacked or harassed?
Yeah, I have. The spitting on the ground for me, it's every time I go to Jerusalem, nearly.
So every time you come to Jerusalem, somebody they spit at your feet?
If I'm around the old city, it's yeah. Yesterday I was.
Imagine if you're just living like her, like you just walk into the grocery store, you're doing whatever you need to do, and some people just start spitting at your feet, like complete disrespect, you know. If you spit on a police officer in the United States, you're going to jail.
Did 200 meters outside the old city, and 2 persons were spitting on the ground before me. The most serious thing that happened was in October last year. We were several sisters and brothers at the meeting of religious in Jerusalem. A young man doubled me, and he turned around and he had his mouth full of water, and he spit the water right in my face.
So his mouth was...
Oh my God, dude. Oh my God. Is the Aussie still here? The Brit? Someone does that too. This is some things you can say to that person.
Insults that scratch my brain part 4, because believe it or not, there's still more to go through. You've got the charm of a fucking parking ticket. You absolute plank. They've got all the gear, no idea. Look, I'd agree with you, but then we'd both be wrong. You're a few cards short of a full deck, aren't you?
You're a card short of a full deck.
You fucking plant pot.
Don't know what she said.
They're about as subtle as a brick through a window. If brains were dynamite, you wouldn't have enough to blow your hat off. It's a good one. Okay, now, built like a drop lasagna. Oh.
Built like a drop lasagna. Goodness gracious, man. Goodness gracious.
Oh, that's me now. That's so fucking... I'm gonna start calling you software update because no one fucking asked for you.
There you go. That's a good one for that dude that pushed that nun in the back for no reason, dude.
You've got 2 brain cells and they're both on strike.
2 brain cells. Sorry about that frame. Come on, dude. Amateur hour.
You look like you chase parked cars. This is a good one. You're about as intimidating as a damp sponge. You look like you argue with bus drivers for a sport. You look like you queue for things you don't want. You've got a personality of a soggy tea bag, mate. Not the charisma of a broken fridge. These are just like...
The charisma of a broken fridge. Exactly. Exactly.
Full of water and just unleashed it in your face.
Yeah, and he ran away with his girlfriend or with his wife, and they turned around.
Yeah, he uses nothing more disgusting than being spat on. 100%.
Around were laughing about us.
Did anyone intervene to help?
No.
There you go. Etsy TV says, Jesus put clay in his hands and spit on it and healed a man from blindness.
In this holy city, Christ.
There you go. AXV says the downfall of any people will begin with thinking that they are better and more entitled than other people. Yeah, so like that's the entitlement or the supremacy, like that lemon dude said, like supremacy. It's like, you're an idiot. You know, I'm better than you at something that I'm better at, and you're better than me at something you're better at. Okay, you can run faster, or I can jump higher. Like, okay, but that all comes from either genetics or exercise or training or practice. It's like, be realistic. Come on, man. Come on.
Christians are holding on to their faith, their history, and to a place where some now feel less.
Yeah, Jesus was like the only perfect person. Yeah. All right, Chad. Good to see you, buddy.
Welcome. Richard Engel, NBC News, Jerusalem.
Cheers. Sweet, sweet lady. Sweet lady. Just trying to do good things in this world, and then that's what she gets. Oh yeah, dude, you don't like this? Sorry, bro. Sorry. And it's probably too loud because I had to turn it up for that thing. Yeah, dude. Music person, you can get fired, bro. You can get fired. This is when 2 Navy jets collide, crashing during an Idaho air show.
moisture from that thunderstorm.
There you go. That's the aftermath. Did you guys see them jump out? Seems like they're all okay, which is great. And if no one gets in trouble for Minnesota or the Los Angeles fraud, you might be seeing more videos like this. What do you think is going to happen with those people from Minnesota? Happening? Not happening? Yeah, the planes did stick together for some reason. That was so wild. Oi, oi, W's in the chat, buddy. Yeah, George Carlin was hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. Humongous says nothing. All right, we're going to see more Instagram videos like this for sure then. That's absolutely true. Did you see Island Man? Did you see this video? He's blaming the septum havers. What's my frame looking like? Okay, you can see it.
Asked me whether everyone should own a home. And I told you no, it's too risky.
So the financial collapse of 2008 is because of hardworking African Americans, Hispanics, and whites. They're the culprits.
No, not at all.
Okay, then
I didn't say they were the culprits. I was pretty clear it was Bill Clinton.
Okay.
And why was it Bill Clinton? Because Bill Clinton wanted to get votes from those people. And he sold them the idea that instead of renting in a house, I'm going to give you away because I'm sure I'll get your vote. So what we're going to do is I'm going to let you buy a house, Mr. Bannon, when you really, you're right on the border, maybe, or not even on the border. Your credit is not good. No, what I say to you is I'm going to figure out a way to lend you, not give you. I'm going to lend you money anyway, though you don't have a good credit score.
Good point, Etsy TV. Good point.
And don't worry, I'm going to get rid of the term that you don't have bad credit. Bad credit sounds pejorative. We're going to have people lend you money, though you are a subprime.
Who's a Democrat supporter? This guy? Or this guy?
Borrower. The bank said, sorry, this is too risky,
okay.
Mr. President, for us. We're in the business of managing risk. It's not our money. It's the hard work.
Funny blackmail, huh? Funny blackmail. Black envelope mail.
Working people's money sitting in our bank. If you don't, Mr. Bannon, I'm going to make sure the Justice Department charges you with discriminatory lending because you refuse to lend to my subprimers. What we'll do is I'm going to form an agency called Fannie Mae and Ginnie Mae, just another agency names. They'll guarantee your loan.
Did Fetterman say that right after Ilhan Omar said World War XI?
So don't worry. Now, the bank says, wow, best deal in history. I refused to lend to Mr. Bannon, but now he has the big brother.
There's Palm Beach Diddy? No way, dude. Never mind.
His Uncle Sam. He went to his Uncle Sam, and Uncle Sam says, I'm guaranteeing it. The bank says, I want everybody. Give me as many people as you can give me. because Uncle Sam is the best credit in the world.
That's true. What an idiot I am.
Not only that, it's the United States government. We'll take it all. We'll take as much subprime as we can handle. And you asked me whether everyone should own a home. And I told you no, it's too risky.
So the financial collapse of 2008.
There you go. There you go. Oh, man. Did you guys see this one? What's the reason you keep looking at that account? Because it's cheaters getting cat.
Oh my God, girl. What's your problem? Are you the fucking Why the fuck are you gonna try to play me like this? Nah, like, you're with a whole nother bitch. You help me? Like,
what bitch you talking about?
Are you serious right now?
You tripping.
You seen a bitch, right? Yes.
Ain't no bitch.
I told you we should have came.
Gaslighting at its finest, bro. Gaslighting. Right there. I guess instead of doing that, you can just, you know, not cheat, live a good life, not worry about that stuff, right? McGinnis. You guys know this guy?
British, you morons.
You're British?
Yes, my mother.
Why are you
occupying
America? What's your citizenship?
British, American, Canadian.
You can't be three. You have to be dual national.
That's also a myth.
You don't have
dumb
three
bitch.
passports.
Whoa! What did you call her?
Yes, you can.
What did you call her?
Can. I called her a dumb bitch. I'm British.
Oh my God. Oh my God, dude. Can someone have 3 citizenships? Yes, it is legally possible to hold 3 citizenships. All right, so it's possible. It's possible, bro, but this guy, like, you know when someone's in a rush and just says like, excuse me, and kind of jumps the line, but it's not really rude, but just like goes and then just says the word. This guy reminds me of that guy.
You're British?
Yes, my mother.
Why are you
occupying
America? What's your citizenship?
British, American, Canadian.
You can't be three. You have to be dual national.
That's also a myth.
You don't have
dumb
3
bitch.
passports.
Whoa! What did you call her?
Yes, you can.
What did you call her?
Can. I called her a dumb bitch.
Dude, this guy must be a musician. His timing is impeccable. Absolutely impeccable. Oh my God, dude. Yeah, bro. Oh, you know that girl is Destiny? Her name's Destiny. She's a loser. She probably had it coming, right? For sure, right? Oh my God, dude. Yeah. All right, y'all. Yeah, we're going live every day of 2026. So make sure you like, subscribe, turn on those notifications, become a member, throw in a super chat. Oh, if you want to become a member, you got to become a member on YouTube. I didn't set that up on like Kick, Twitch, or any of the other things, but Gavin took a piss live on camera during a debate with Destiny. Is this dude Gavin? I'm guessing, because the other guy's Andrew and then Piers. Gavin McGinnis. Jeb comment in the chat. How you doing, buddy? Good to see you. Oh my God, dude. McGinnis. Oh, you guys know this guy. All right, dude. Yeah. Oh, that's incredible. All right, y'all. As you know, I love you. The Lord loves you. Your family loves you. People are just drinking that haterade around you. Let that hate just roll off of your back like water rolls off of a duck's back. And yeah, we will see you later, because we're going live every day of 2026. And if you need to put in a mouthpiece when you go to sleep. So you got to fight for your dreams. Go on and fight for your dreams. There you go. All right, y'all. Talk to you later. If you want to continue it, you can always join the Discord. All right, y'all. Until next time.